Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Abu Dhabi Cricket and Sports Hub for the first game of the Abu Dhabi T20 Bash 2025 game between ALTRAD CC and Karwan Cricket Club UAE. Well, we are live from the Mohans Oval here in Abu Dhabi. It's excellent conditions here for cricket, brilliant weather conditions, bright chill around the ground as well. And we've got Owais Ali with the two captains for the all-important toss. Thank you, Vesali. Well, that's the news from the centre then. Caravan Cricket Club winning the toss and electing to bowl first. That's a good decision, in my opinion, as well. First game of the tournament and new conditions here for Caravan Cricket Club. They've played most of their cricket in Dubai, and this is the first time they're featuring in an Abu Dhabi tournament. And Altrad CC, they are based out of Abu Dhabi as well. They know the conditions better, so it would have been always a better choice to bowl first, which is what the captain of Karwan CC, Babar Iqbal, has decided to do, and we're just moments away from the first delivery bowl of this brilliant tournament, the first game of the Abu Dhabi T20 Bash 2025. We've got a lot of good teams featuring in this tournament. It's going to be a cracker of a tournament. We'll be waiting for the first game to get underway. Karwan would want to restrict their opponents to a low target, as they're not very familiar with these conditions. In Altrad, they would want to make sure that they get onto a good start and put on a lot of pressure on a side which isn't very familiar, like I mentioned, with the conditions here. There's a bit of breeze blowing across the ground as well. Chilly conditions here in Abu Dhabi. Brilliant for a good game of cricket, and we'll be witnessing some excellent cricket from both these teams. We know how strong Karwan CC is, and they would want to make a mark early in the tournament, get those 2 points on the board. Meanwhile, for Altrad CC, they will have to really make sure that they use those first 6 overs to their advantage. If they can put on a good total on the board after the first 6 overs, it's going to be a very good game, and they might be able to get a good total on the board. Somewhere around 180, 190 would put pressure on a strong-looking Karwan side. And on the other hand, Karwan would want to make sure that they restrict their opponents to under 150 runs. That's what Babar Iqbal was mentioning during the toss as well. Try to restrict them to a low target, anything under 150, and they'd be very comfortable and would back themselves to win this game quite easily at the end. They've got a strong star-studded side. Karwan CC, likes of Abdul Ghaffar. They've got Zahid Ali as well in the bowling department, alongside some of the other bowlers. And in the batting department as well, they've got some very good hitters of the ball. Hamid Khan, who normally opens the innings for them, is a very, very good opening batter. Yet to see the ALTRAD CC. They've got some good players in their side as well. Arkam Abbasi. We've got their captain Midun Sudhakar, Anil Narayanan. They've got Ramesh Sheikh as well, another very good prospect. Vishnu Raj, we've seen him play some important role in the side. The two openers are out there for ALTRAD CC. And for Karwan CC, looks like it is going to be the opening bowler. Serve Ghori, is it? Just have to make sure. First delivery on the money, nicely played, very defensively there by the batter. Anil Narayanan and Surjit Mohandas. The two openers for ALTRAD CC. And with the ball in hand, it's Saeed Nazir for Karwan CC. Yet to get off the mark, our ALTRAD CC. They bowled the first good delivery there by Saeed Nazir, and he comes once again. Oh, that's nicely bowled and equally well played, getting on top of the bounce nicely and guiding that towards deep third. Those will be the first runs on the board for ALTRAD CC. That was a good looking shot by Anil, and they look very confident, both the opening batters for ALTRAD CC. And talking about confidence, joining me in the comment box with coming in with a lot of confidence is Uwais Ali. Good evening, Uwais. Welcome.
Good evening, Rashid, and good evening to all our viewers. We're expecting to have a great game of cricket. Talking about Karwan CC, we know what a talented side they have been. Who can forget the last season they've played? They've been winning tournaments left, right, center. So we just want to continue their form. And even this game is expecting to be an absolute belter.
Yeah, and for the first time we'll see Surjit on strike. Oh, tries to back away. Oh, that was missed everything there. That was nothing short at the end, OS.
Yeah, it seems like the ball just slightly held up in the surface and didn't really arrive to the batter, and that's why I think he was just completely been deceived in the end. And that's where they just need to be a little careful, because Saeed Nazir, mind you, Rashid, we know he's a very, very handy bowler, knows how to bowl with the new ball, so you just don't want to be reckless against him in the start.
Absolutely, need to be very careful against somebody like Saeed Nazir, who's got the ability to bowl quick and also has got that away movement from the right-handers. Normally likes to bowl back of length, but when there is swing in the air, he might just want to pitch it up. And he comes once again. Oh, nicely bowled. That's gone towards deep third. And that'll be a boundary, is it? Just have to make oh, that's gone all the way from maximum. That was a top edge there, OS.
Well, I don't think that was very intentional from the batter, but then again, they won't mind how they come. It was a sharp bouncer, and I think Mohan Hardas, he got deceived in the end by that pace.
Yeah, Manohar Das, Surjit, the batter on strike. He was just backing away once again. Got the top edge, and that went all the way for a maximum. You'll feel for the bowler sometimes. That wasn't a bad delivery at all. But remember, it's the runs that matter. And he comes once again. Nicely played off the back foot in the gap, and that'll run away for another boundary. That's a good confident shot from Surjit Manohar Das.
That's a brave shot by Manohar Das. Saeed Nazir just likely losing his length on that occasion, bowling a little fuller, and that's why Manohar Das, he saw the opportunity and has smashed this down the ground for another boundary. So very productive over, and it's a great start by ALTRAD CC.
Yeah, that was a much better shot there. Playing it down the ground, getting the desired result as well. made sure that he played it along the carpet. One more delivery to go in this first over, and that is 11 runs on the board. Not a bad start this for ALTRAD. They'll have to make sure that they continue this kind of batting and keep putting pressure on the bowlers of Karwan CC. Saeed Nazir did start off well, gave away just one in his first three deliveries, but then was taken for 10 runs in the next two deliveries, and now he's got one more to go. In he comes. Oh, that's another good shot down the ground, straight as an arrow. The field are giving it a chase, but he'll won't be able to cut it off. It'll be another boundary to end the over. That's a brilliant start here for ALTRAD.
Well, Manohar Das, clearly we can see he has announced his arrival in this opening game, and that too taking on Saeed Nazir. It's the end of the first over, 15 for no loss. Well, it's a perfect start here for ALTRAD CC. Already 15 runs on the board. And Saeed Nazir was taken to the cleaners. Abdul Ghaffar sharing the new ball. Well, that's been pumped. It's long, it's high. And that's a majestic hit. It's gone all the way. What a way to welcome Abdul Ghaffar.
What's a magnificent hit from Anil Narayanan, who was just waiting for that kind of a length, too full from Abdul Ghaffar, and he was pumped out of the ground. That was a magnificent hit right from the middle of the bat, gone all the way for a maximum. This is trouble times here for Karwan CC. We've already leaked 21 runs and just 7 deliveries. That's an excellent start.
Well, making the intentions clear pretty early is ALTRAD CC. Abdul Ghaffar steaming in. Sharp delivery, and I think completely we can see Narayan. He was beaten by pace.
And I think that was there to be hit. Was wide outside of stump, had the length as well. Was, as you mentioned, just a little too late on that shot. Quicker delivery from Abdul Ghaffar. A lot of pace behind that, and I think now they're just unable to get that plan working for themselves. Karwan CC, they need to make sure that they have a plan in place.
Yeah, and the good thing about Abdul Ghaffar, that he's got the knack of bowling with the new ball and also with the old ball. A very experienced campaigner has been given a new role. That's been pulled away. It's in the air. It's traveling towards the boundary, but it's plucking into the surface. That's good aggressive approach from these two batters here, Rashid.
Yeah, that was a good looking shot, but unable to get it away. He will pick up a couple of more runs, but I think Anil Narayanan is enjoying the pace of it by Abdul Ghaffar. Was in the slot, I think, just a little too early on that shot and didn't get it from the middle of the bat. Otherwise, that would have been another boundary at least. Nonetheless, this is a magnificent start, 23 for no loss.
Pulled away once again, and he's got plenty of bat on this one. That is out of here, another maximum.
Oh, that's huge, and that's far, far away. That is another very good shot from Anil Narayan, and that's the second maximum of the over. Wasn't a bad delivery, but a super shot. Look at how quick his hand-eye coordination was on that one. Abdul Ghaffar, he can bowl with pace, but Anil Narayanan, he was up to the task and was making sure that he always got it from the middle of the bat.
Yeah, they're on the charge at the back foot. Is Karwan CC at the moment. Swings in and beautifully done behind the stumps. Excellent keeping there. And yeah, Abdul Ghaffar just straying onto the leg side. You can see that he's getting that initial movement in towards the right-handers, but then again needs to just control his swing.
He needs to bowl in a good length areas. He's tried a few deliveries that was slightly back of length, and that hasn't worked for him. They haven't tested them anything outside off stump. That has been the problem. And also haven't tested them with a bouncer. Hanil does look like a good player of the short pitch delivery. That's smart cricket there. After getting the runs, he's just played it towards the onside for yet another single.
Yeah, one thing is for quite certain, that's a very good wicket to bat on. Already 31 on the board. Don't really see any demons in the surface as of now. And batting first after losing the toss, ALTRAD CC, I think they won't be minding looking at the current score.
Yeah, now it's turned out to be a good decision for ALTRAD CC, although they lost the toss, but it's a good toss to lose and you get that kind of a start. Low full toss, nicely played towards mid-wicket. They'll pick up a single, and that will be the end of over number 2, but this is clearly a brilliant start here for ALTRAD. 32 for no loss.
It's a perfect start here for ALTRAD CC. Both the batters are on the move and no surprises. Straight away, Babar Iqbal, the captain, he's opted to bring one of his premier bowlers, Awais Ali Shah.
A very good move here by Babar Iqbal, which is why he's one of the better captains in this domestic circuit. Going to a spin bowler. First delivery, nicely played, but straight to the field at mid-off. Now, Awais is a kind of bowler who's got the knack of picking up wickets, and I think that is what is required here for Karwan CC. They need to pick up wickets, and they need to make sure that they get the opening in this batting order. Oh, nicely bowled. That's a very good delivery. This is why Awais Ali Shah has been brought into the attack, Awais.
Absolutely. I think the batters, they need to realize one thing quickly, that Awais Ali Shah is not a very big turner of the ball. He'll bowl those arm deliveries, which will hold its line and go straighter towards the stumps.
There's some work to be done by Manohar Das. Goes for the sweep shot, connects well. That'll be a boundary. That's a good shot. Good intent shown by Manohar Das. Gets a boundary of the third delivery of the over.
Well, nothing is working for Karwan CC at the moment. We saw the attack bowlers. They were gone for plenty in the couple of overs. And now, Awais Ali Shah just bowling marginally fuller. And I can see how quickly did Manohar Das get into an excellent position and has swept this away for a boundary. Yeah, you can see Babar Iqbal now just wants to have a quiet word with his bowler, Awais Ali Shah. We want to give him a few words of wisdom. The very thinking captain, a great leader, very inspiring leader, gets the best out of his teammates. Beautifully bowled. That's a much better delivery. Just bowling slightly quicker, shy the stumps. Yeah, there is backup, so no damage done. Yeah, this is a very good approach and a very positive intent by both the batters in the center. The moment they have entered the ground, you could see their body language was pretty much optimistic, very, very positive, and it's getting the best out of it so far. Yeah, bowling slightly quicker and a bit short as well. Then again, too close to cut. So you don't want to be taking any unnecessary chances against Awais Ali Shah. Mind you, as I mentioned earlier, he is one of their go-to premier bowlers. So you need to be slightly careful and choose your deliveries wisely. Beautifully bowled. This is a good comeback after he was hit for a boundary. And that's going to be the end of the third over. ALTRAD CCR 38 for no loss. Well, it's a perfect start here for ALTRAD CC so far. They haven't lost a wicket. And the good thing is that you can see that the batters, they have picked their delivery. It's not that they have been playing those rash shots early on. They waited for the loose deliveries and have cashed on to them. Zahid Ali is going to be the fourth change. I think it's a forced change, I would say, by Babar Iqbal, because clearly we can see Abdul Ghaffar was struggling, Saeed Nazir was slightly wavered. But then again, talking about this man on your screen, Zahid Ali, a very, very talented right-arm medium pacer. He's got the knack of moving the ball both ways. Let's wait and see if he can get some initial movement. The ball is, mind you, still relatively new. We just need the fourth over. Zahid Ali charging in.
Straight away some movement there for Zahid. He's got that ability like you're talking about. He can move the ball both the ways, but he's got that extra bit of talent where he can seam the ball as well. You don't see too many bowlers seaming the ball away from the right-handers, and on that first delivery, you could see there was a bit of movement there.
Oh, absolutely, Rashid. That's a very good point you make. And also to add that he swings the ball late. That is what makes it very difficult for the batters to judge him early on. I think it's a good move to bring him early on with the new ball.
Yeah, I think like you mentioned earlier, it's a forced change. The opening bowler, Saeed Nazir and Abdul Ghaffar, unable to give the start Karwan were looking for. Oh, look at that. That's a good delivery, but what a good shot that was. Babar Iqbal at covers. Cutting that off will allow them to pick up a single, but that was a very good delivery and an equally well-played shot.
Oh, one thing is for certain, I think it's a very good toss to lose on this wicket. It seems to be a very good batting wicket so far. We haven't really seen the ball move around much. And also, we need to give credit to the batters. They've been playing some very good cricketing strokes. Haven't really seen either of these batters play any rash shots so far, Rashid.
They've played some good controlled cricket at the moment. They've backed themselves, haven't been double-minded in any shot selection whatsoever. And that is the reason why it's paid off for them so far. 39 for no loss. Oh, backing away. That's not a good choice of selection there from Manohar Das. That can easily bring in the first wicket Karwan are looking for. They want that first wicket to come in as early as possible.
Yeah, it seems like it was more like a premeditated shot, considering Manohar Das, he's been seeing that this over Zahid Ali is taking the ball away from him. But then again, he needs to be slightly careful as well. He's standing on the off-stump guard, and Zahid Ali, he's got the knack of bringing the ball in towards the right-handers.
Now, this is one thing that Karwan bowlers haven't tried, the slower delivery against both these batters who are trying to go for the shots. Straight to mid-wicket, no chance of a run.
That's a much better delivery, Zahid Ali, just slightly adjusting his length, bowling a little fuller. But good to see Zahid Ali. He is getting nice initial movement going away from the right-handers. And I would love to see him bring one in to Manohar Das just to surprise him. And definitely that will make both these batters think. So far, has been a good over. Just the one run coming in. Hit hard, but straight to the bowler. And I think it's going to be an overthrow. Well, it wasn't really required. I think the non-striker in batter, he was already in his crease, and Zahid Ali trying to just run him out, which I believe it was very unnecessary, just giving one extra run. Yeah, this is turning out to be a very handy partnership by both these batters. They've shown a lot of maturity. 40 without loss, and we are still into the fourth over. That is the desired start Team ALTRAD CC would have wanted. Beautifully bowled, upish, not full control was Anil Narayanan. He will get a couple of runs to close out. A good over by Zahid Ali, giving away just the 4 runs. 4 overs gone, ALTRAD 42 for no loss.
Right then, this is a very good start here for ALTRAD CC. 42 for no loss after 4 overs. And now it's going to be Abdul Ghaffar who's going to come in from the other end now. Gave away 17 in his first over. Probably wasn't too happy with the end he was given, which is why he's coming from the other end now. The ball, there is a bit of breeze moving across the ground, which is why I think sometimes bowlers don't enjoy that when the breeze is onto your face and you're running in. I think that might be one of the reasons why he's been given a change of ends. Will that work in his favour? That is a question that needs to be answered. And that's gone all the way, is it? It's a no ball, and that's gone all the way for a maximum. What a start this. Nothing is changed for Abdul Ghaffar.
Yeah, it's not really working at the moment for Abdul Ghaffar. He was taken for cleaners in the first over, and yet again, he's opted to bang in shot, and he has smashed this out of the park. And also to add salt to the wounds, it's a no ball.
So it's going to be a free hit to Manohar Das, who's raced on to 27. Just 13 deliveries. What a start this is for him. The young lad playing some wonderful shots. The last one was probably the best of the lot, where he got onto the back foot quite early and deposited that for a maximum. In he comes once again, Abdul Ghaffar. Free hit delivery. Tries to hit it too hard. Will only be a single, is it? Yep. I think they will cross through for a single. But the 50 comes up with that one run for ALTRAD CC, and it's come in no time, just 4.1 overs.
Yeah, the captain Babar Iqbal needs to put his thinking cap on. They need to disengage this partnership, which is already looking threatening. What a start here for ALTRAD CC. 50 on the board, no wickets lost, and you can see slight bit of pressure on the face of Abdul Ghaffar, one of their premier bowlers. It's not really getting his line and legs going here, Rashid.
Yeah, it's a sign of trouble here for Karwan CC. Oh, that's a magnificent hit. That's a fabulous shot. That's the shot of the night so far. Through the covers, in the blink of an eye, it's gone to the boundary.
Well, elegance personified. That's a brilliant stroke. Anil, that's a very, very good shot. Getting into an excellent position. Good head position, getting onto the ball early. And has crashed it towards the boundary. Yet again, Babar Iqbal getting into the act, having a quiet word with Abdul Ghaffar.
Well, that just shows how good this wicket is to bat on, Ois. Wasn't a bad delivery. Played it on the up. Made sure got it in the gap as well. Saif Ghori, Abdul Ghaffar, Babar Iqbal, all three trying to just understand where and how Abdul Ghaffar needs to bowl in this over, because he's been taken for a lot of runs in these first two deliveries. He conceded a maximum of a no ball, then a single and a boundary now. So for 12 runs already and just two deliveries. So ALTRAD CC, all credit to the batters. They have made excellent start to this power play and to this fabulous tournament as well. The Abu Dhabi T20 Bash 2025. Live from the Abu Dhabi Cricket and Sports Hub. That's nicely played once again. It's in the gap and they'll run away for yet another boundary. That's a magnificent, a very smart shot from Narayanan.
Well, we've seen how hard he can hit the ball, but now there's some finesse in the stroke. Just elegantly placed towards that gully region. Getting another boundary. A very, very expensive over yet again.
16 of just 3 deliveries. He placed that quite nicely, OS. Made sure that although he played it in the air, but bisected that gap quite nicely at the end. And got the result in the form of a boundary. Abdul Ghaffar, well, he's leaked 33 in just 9 deliveries. That's how good these two batters have played against him. A lot of thinking to be done by Babar. A better delivery. That's much better. No room. Made sure that he bowled it just in front of the good length area.
I think the key element for both these batters has been so far that they're not really overstriding towards the bowling. And also, they're playing it as late as they can. They have read the wicket very nicely. And so far, they've found success.
They play a lot of cricket here in Abu Dhabi, ALTRAD CC, so they know the conditions well. Nicely played once again, away from the diving fielder at point. That'll be yet another boundary. That is another fabulous shot, just placing it nicely, and then the timing behind that was fabulous.
Well, you can see just slight bit of width offered by Abdul Ghaffar. By no means that was a bad delivery. It's just the class of this batter, Alil Narayanan, 32 in just 16 deliveries, alongside his partner Manohar Das. Both the batters look to be unstoppable at the moment.
A lot of trouble here for Karwan CC and Abdul Ghaffar. 37 runs in his 1.5 overs. Well, they haven't tried to really test them with the short deliveries. The slower deliveries haven't come in. So I think it's just been some crazy hitting here from the ALTRAD CC. And Karwan CC haven't been able to come up with a plan. Oh, that's gone up. He hasn't middled that. There is an opportunity, chance. Barber under it, and he's dropped it. Oh, that was an opportunity that should have been taken. Abdul Ghaffar, he did get the batter to play a fall shot, but the fielder unable to grab to it.
He can breathe a sigh of relief here. Babar Iqbal, one of the safest fielders, and he's let that go and has put this down. 5 gone, 63 for no loss. Well, they'll be very much pleased with this performance so far. Alrad CC, both the openers have gotten great starts.
Last over of the power play was being bowled by Zahid Ali. Nicely played, but in the cap as well, they'll pick up a quick single here. I think this is the over that might just bring in that first wicket Karwan CC are looking for, because Zahid Ali bowled a very good first over considering the start ALTRAD CC have had. He just gave away 4 in that first over, so tells you that it's been a day for the batters so far, and Zahid Ali has been the only bowler who's had some kind of success, not in the form of wickets, but he's made sure that he doesn't give away too many runs. And this is where ALTRAD CC needs to be a little more careful, needs to be smart in their approach, not go against him. Zahid Ali made room for himself. Nice, good delivery from Zahid right in the block hole. And this is what I was talking about. They need to make sure that they don't give any wickets to somebody like Zahid Ali. Respect his good bowling. Yeah, he's a brilliant exponent of the old ball during the fag end of the innings, and he can bowl Yorkers at will. Oh, there you go. That's another one. Right in the block hole, nicely dug out there by Manohar Das. He'll pick up another single. And this is where I think they just need to make sure that they see off this over. They've got enough runs on the board.
Yeah, you can see Zahid Ali is not being predictable so far. He's mixing his lengths beautifully, and also we can see still he is getting that lateral movement in the air. And a very good start. Just a couple of runs given.
A very good start for Zahid Ali. And this is where the other bowlers need to really pick up. And he comes once again. A slower delivery, nicely picked up. He picked that slower delivery very early, and that's been dispatched for a boundary.
Well, the idea was right. Zahid Ali did try to bowl that slower delivery, but then again, just missing the mark. And in the end, it turned out to be a juicy full toss. And Anil, he said, thank you very much. I'm going to take 4 of those.
Yeah, they're not going to miss out on those kind of deliveries. It was Probably the right choice at the moment, the slower delivery, but just not the right length. If he needs to bowl a slower delivery, I would have probably bowled a length delivery, which should have been a slightly slower delivery. But nonetheless, still not a bad over. There you go, once again, right in the block hole, and this is played to mid-off. Turns out to be a good over so far, just 6 runs off it. Although Karwan CC haven't been able to break this opening partnership, Awais.
I think he just needs to go back to his premier bowler, Awais Ali Shah. You don't want to be holding him back at that time where you know that ALTRAD CC, they're already on 120, 113, 11 overs. It's going to be a little too late, so might as well just get your bowler, your best bowler, and try to get rid of either of these two batters.
Yeah, there's wickets that Karwan CC would need. One more delivery to go in this last over of the power play, and Zahid Ali once again goes for that Yorker. Nicely played, straight to the covers. Will be a dot ball to end the over number 6 and the power play as well, completely belonging to the ALTRAD CC. They have managed to get 69 runs in this first 6 overs. Haven't lost a wicket. Karwan CC, on the other hand, still looking to break this opening partnership. Good batting here from Anil Narayanan, who's on 39 of just 21 deliveries, and Surjit Manohar Das on 29 of 16. We've still got a lot of batting to go. The captain Midun Sudhakar still in the ranks as well. 6 overs, run rate of 11.67, and just 2 extras given away by Karwan. Well, that move to win the toss and bowl first hasn't paid off.
Yeah, it seems like ALTRAD CC, they've done their homework. They came out with a very positive intent today, and the very first over, they decided to go aggressive against Saeed Nazir and also Abdul Ghaffar, a night so far not going in his way. And yeah, rightfully so, Babar Iqbal has opted to bring his main premier bowler. It's going to be Awais Ali Shah. I just have a feeling, Rashid, something's got to give here.
Oh, you're right. I think with the field restrictions lifted after the 6 overs, they have 6 fielders outside the 5 fielders outside the 30-yard. That might just come into play. Awais is a very smart bowler, and he comes for his first delivery in this second over. Nicely bowled and equally well played. Plays it straight to covers. Will be a single here, and I think that's what Karwan needs to go back to, their basics.
And also we need to praise these two batters in the center. It has been a very mature and sensible knock so far. They haven't been looked to go over aggressive, reckless. They're waiting for the loose deliveries. And so far they're going along nicely. Tossed up, cut away. Will only be a single.
Well, this is where the talent and the skill from the batters will come into play. They'll have to make sure that, with the restrictions being lifted after the 6 overs, how they approach the game now between over number 7 and 13. Those are the most important overs for a batting side.
Beautifully bowled and equally well played, and brilliant bit of running between these two batters. They've showed a lot of maturity in the center, and good to see that every time there's a single and double on offer, they haven't let it go.
This is fabulous batting. 73 on the board. They haven't lost any wickets as yet, and they're making sure that they pick up runs on every opportunity. It's about picking up runs. Oh, it's nicely played. A late cut there just guides that towards deep third. They'll pick up a couple more runs, but like you mentioned, this is good, intelligent batting.
Yeah, ALTRAD CC, I think they know that Awais Ali Shah, he's been brought back to the attack for a purpose, and that is to disengage this partnership. And that's where you can see that neither of these two batters are trying to target Awais Ali Shah, just respecting the good balls. There you go, just like that. Beautifully played once again. This is a very smart approach by these two batters in the center.
And credit should be given to Awais Shah as well. He's bowled a good over this one, just 5 runs off it. One more delivery to go. This is where he can put pressure from this end, and Karwan might just look to pick up wickets from the other end. Oh, slightly quicker. I think that's a good shout. Very good shout. But probably just hitting him outside off stump. That was a very good quicker delivery. Yeah, I think was just outside the line of off stump. Good decision from the umpire. And over number 7, 5 runs coming off it. 75 and no loss.
Well, nothing is working so far for Karwan CC. They've been very expensive. They've been a little wavered apart from Wesley Shah. He's bowled superb. And another bowling change is going to be Saif Ali Ghori.
Not to mention Dahid Ali as well. He was good in his 2 overs. Now a lot of pressure on the other bowlers. Saif Ghori, he's very smart. In he comes. Oh, first delivery. That's been smashed towards mid-wicket. And that'll go all the way for a maximum. What an excellent welcome this for Saif Ghori.
Well, one thing is for certain, Saif Ali Ghori was not expecting that. A short delivery and bang, he smashed this. And look at the way it's gone so far. No chance for the fielder.
That's a very good hit, and this testament to how good this wicket is playing for the batters. That was outside off stump, slightly shorter length, and he had to fetch that from outside off stump and place it towards square leg, mid-wicket. And he's done that quite easily. 47 of just 24 for Anil Narayanan. That's a good comeback delivery. Equally well played. Very smart, intelligent batting this by Anil.
Talking about Saif Ali Ghori, he needs to understand and realize one thing very quickly, that it is a belter of a track. There's not much happening in the surface, so that's why you need to just vary your pace, try to go for those variations, both those cutters, maybe that short or slower bouncer as well. That's a very handy delivery. And this is one way to apply pressure on the bowler. He's just walked in, he's just bowling his first over, and the first ball, he was welcomed with a maximum. Nicely bowled and equally well played by Surjit Manohar Das. Yeah, this partnership is growing in stature and looking very threatening. They're on the verge of getting 100 runs partnership, and that is certainly going to boost their confidence. They're just playing their first game. Mind you, it's the opening game here of Abu Dhabi T20 Bash 2025, and we're already witnessing a crackerjack of a contest. Beautifully bowled, just taking all the pace of the delivery, and that's where Surjit couldn't really get the middle of the bat. Another single added to the tally. Well, I won't really mind Babar Iqbal introducing himself into the attack, because mind you, he is a genuine wicket taker, and he's got the knack of breaking partnerships and getting those regular breakthroughs. So maybe the captain, he needs to take some responsibility and introduce himself into the attack. That's been smashed. It's in the air. Forget about this one. Another maximum. And what a way to reach your 50. Anil Narayanan, he has announced his arrival in the opening game. And this man seems to be unstoppable. Expensive over yet again.
Oh, it's been a majestic innings this from Anil Narayanan. What a good start for him and his team in this tournament, the first game. And he smashed 54 of just 26 deliveries. Fabulous hitting. And he's not backed away on any occasion. He's made sure that he gets the runs of the premier bowlers of Karwan. So you see 14 runs in just 5 deliveries of this Saif Ghori over so far.
No real variation so far, Rashid. Yet again offering a lot of pace to these batters. Slower delivery, hit in the air. And it's going to be another maximum. 20 runs have been looted in the 8th over. Nothing is going in the favor of Karwan CC. It's 8 gone, 95 for no loss.
Where's Shah to continue? Wanted to play that towards the onside. Will be a wide delivery. OS bowling some extras. It's not required, especially not from a spinner. What a good start this is for ALTRAD. Once again, nicely played in the gap. And it'll pick up another single here.
Yeah, this is a very smart approach by these two batters in the centre. Awais Ali Shah alongside Zahid Ali. The only two bowlers who've bowled relatively well compared to the others. Awais Ali Shah needs to get a wicket for his side. Swept away. He's got a good connection on this one and it's racing away for another boundary. And that brings up the 100 for ALTRAD. They are 102 for no loss and we are just into the 9th over here, Rashid.
Oh, this is a very good start. Probably the best start that we'll see in this tournament. Unbeaten 100-run partnership for the opening pair of ALTRAD CC and Karwan CC. Well, they're under the pump. They back themselves to be one of the better sides in the domestic circuit, but in today's game they've completely been smashed all around the park. Wicket delivery on the pads. It'll only be a single, but this is where the experience of the bowlers will have to come in.
Yeah, and by far, Awais Ali Shah, he is one of the most experienced bowlers in the domestic circuit. A genuine wicket taker, and a lot is dependent on him. Cut away handsomely towards the point region. Does well. They will come back for an easy couple of runs.
2 more runs added to the total. This is where I think the middle overs are so important for the batting side, and both these players, Alan Narayanan and Manohar Das, are making sure that they get those singles and doubles as well. Nicely played down the ground once again. This is phenomenal batting here. Very impressive from the batters of ALTRAD.
Yeah, you can see they haven't really gone all out against the bowlers. They've played some very sensible cricketing strokes, and they're finding themselves in a very comfortable and a commanding position so far. 200 bare minimum on this wicket. Goes for the switch hit and gets beaten in the end. It's going to be the end of the 9th over. ALTRAD 106 for no loss. Yeah, you can see a lot of smiles in the dugout of ALTRAD CC, and why not? When you're playing against one of the most talented sides here in the UAE domestic circuit, Karwan CC, 106 for no loss, and we are still into the 10th over.
Another change now. Saeed Nazir bowled that first over, went for 15. He's been brought back into the attack. So Babar Iqbal, I think, clearly doesn't have too many options in his slow bowling approach. The only slow bowler I think he's got is Saeed Awais Ali Shah. Otherwise, he himself bowls some spin as well. He can bring himself into the attack. That might be an option, because otherwise the fast bowlers really haven't been able to pick up wickets. Oh, that's another very good shot. Cut away towards deep cover. Sweeper cuts it off. Will be a single, but that's very good batting from both of these players.
Yeah, confidence oozing from both the batters in the centre. Why not? When you are 106 for no loss, and we are just into the 10th over. Taimur Ali also, he's a very handy bowler. Won't be surprised if Babar Iqbal just gives him one over. Makes room, and that's where Saeed Nazir, he saw the batter trying to create some room, and he bowled it away from him, and slight bit of movement as well.
I didn't try to follow the batter. I think that is where he did well. Was always away from the right-handed Manohar Das, who wanted to guide that towards deep third, just place it there, but didn't get the connection. Rare dot ball here. An important dot ball for Karwan CC. ALTRAD running away with the show so far. 107 for no loss. Oh, that's gone up, miles up in the air. That's another opportunity. Hamid Khan settles and takes the catch. That's the first wicket. A very good catch taken by Hamid Khan, and that'll be the end of Manohar Das. Saeed Nazir picks up that first wicket.
A timely wicket coming in for Karwan CC, and a desperate one. And straight away you can see Babar Iqbal is getting into the act, having a word with his players. Yeah, you can see good delivery, just banging in short and not getting it from the middle of the bat. A very good catch, one of the safest fielders for Karwan, Hamid Khan. He's not going to drop that. It's 107 for 1.
Well, finally, Karwan able to break that opening partnership. 107 for 1 after 9.3 overs. It's Saeed Nazir who's managed to pick up that first wicket. And in comes the youngster Yayin, coming at number 3. He's very talented. He's another homegrown talent here, based out of Abu Dhabi. Oh, that cut him into half. That's a magnificent delivery from Saeed Nazir. He's got his tail up and he's bowling that with ferocious pace.
Well, this is the time where Karwan CC, they'll believe that they've got a perfect opportunity to make a comeback and bounce back in this game. Because so far, we have seen only one-way traffic, and it has been ALTRAD CC. But then again, it's turning out to be a magnificent over by Saeed Nazir.
Certainly, this is the kind of over that can bring Karwan back into the game. Oh, that's a very good shot behind point. That'll run away towards the boundary. What a way to get off the mark. Young Yayin playing a magnificent shot to get off the mark.
It's a gorgeous looking stroke. Short and cut away with precision. That's come right off the meat of this bat. And it's travelled towards the boundary in no time. So mixed bag of events so far. A wicket coming in, and now Yayin playing a lovely cricketing stroke.
5 runs off the over and a wicket as well. That's Nelson on the board. Saeed Nazir steaming in once again. Very smartly played. They're going for a quick single. Direct hit, and might have been a bit of trouble here for the batters. Not the case. End of successful over this. 10 overs done. Halfway through, it's 112 for 1.
Well, it seems like the captain Babar Iqbal has decided to introduce himself in the 11th over. I don't think it's a bad move, because Babar Iqbal, we've seen him in the last season, has been picking up wickets. He's got the knack of getting breakthroughs for his side. A very thinking bowler. Let's see if he can extract any kind of movement, because the ball is now slightly getting older. Cut away. I think he's missed out on that one. Or in fact, he hasn't. That's gone for a boundary. What a glorious looking hit.
Yeah, not the kind of start, right kind of start for Babar, was way outside off stump. But good connection there from young Yayan and made sure that he played it away from the fielders. And got good timing on that one as well.
That's been hit hard. It's in the air. Forget about this one. Not the best of starts by the captain Babar Iqbal. He's been pumped for a maximum.
Yeah, another very good hit there. Just waiting for that. I think that has been the key of for the batting of the Abu Dhabi ALTRAD CC team. They played late and they made sure that they wait for those kind of deliveries. Once again, trying to go big. It's in the gap and that's gone for yet another maximum.
Well, it's absolute carnage here. And it's Yayan who's just made his way in the center. Seems to be unstoppable. Babar Iqbal, he needs to realize it's one of those wickets where the margin of error is so minimal. 4, 6, 6. What's coming up next?
Well, the way things are going, it might be another maximum here. Because Yayan is enjoying batting against the bowlers from Karwan. He's just not held himself back. He's made sure that he backs himself to go for those big shots.
Yeah, straight away we can see Babar Iqbal, the captain. He's under immense pressure. Tossed up, hit down the ground. It's a much better delivery. It's already turned out to be a very, very expensive over. I think bare minimum 220, 230, Rashid.
I think the way things are going, they've got 9 wickets in hand. I would say anything under 250 and they'll consider themselves very unlucky. That's a very good shot through the covers, playing it through the line and getting a boundary to his name. Anil Narayanan continuing with the carnage.
Well, we are in for a lot of entertainment in this opening game. Look at that glorious shot yet again, inside out. One of the toughest shots to execute, and how simple did Anil Narayanan made it look. And I'm pretty much optimistic, Rashid, he would be eyeing his 100 in this opening game.
Well, yeah, the way he's played, I think he deserves to get 100 in this game. He's played some very good shots and provided the start that was needed for ALTRAD CC. 133 for 1 and just 10.5. One more delivery to go. Let's see, finish it off in the maximum. Off the back foot. Unable to get it from the middle of the bat. Will be a single to end. Oh, there's a misfield there. Oh, that's sloppy work from the Caravan CC boys. Babar not happy with the way things are going. But nonetheless, it's going to be 2 more runs added to the total. And that'll be the end of over number 11. 135 for 1.
Well, no surprises, Sayyid Nazir to continue. The only bowler who's found success. Beautifully bowled, nicely tucked away towards deep at wicket. And they will settle in only for a single.
.136 on the board. They've still got 9 wickets in hand. So I think both these batters might just want to play out the next 3 or 4 overs and then target the bowlers from Karwan CC, because at the moment they haven't had any answers, the bowlers of Karwan CC, against the batting of ALTRAD CC. In comes Sayyid Nazir. That's nicely bowled outside off stump. First time I see Anil Narayanan, not much feet movement from him. Otherwise he's been moving across the crease since the start of his innings.
Absolutely, Rashid. I think he's been very busy on the wicket. Has played some quality strokes in the center. Usually at this stage we would say that one of the batters could play the role of a second fiddle, but looking at the current scenario and the situation of the game, both the batters will have the privilege to go big and try to strike from both ends. Nicely driven once again. Glorious cricketing stroke. That is raced away towards the boundary. You can see the faces of the players of Karwan CC. They are short of answers. And that's because ALTRAD CC, they have been severe from the moment they've stepped in the ground. Saeed Nazir needs to understand one thing, that it is one of those surfaces where there's not much help and assistance for the bowlers. So that's where you need to be a little smart and try to bring your variations. Bowl a little slower. I haven't seen any of the bowlers so far bowl a bouncer or a short, slower bouncer. Just try to pack the leg side field and bang in short. Do something different. Yeah, false starter for Saeed Nazir. Babar Iqbal, the captain, bringing himself into the attack, and it was a massive over in the context of play. 140 on the board, and the opening game of Abu Dhabi T20 Bash 2025. We have rather already seen a lot of fireworks from these very talented batters of ALTRAD CC. Short delivery, it's been pulled away. Not in full control, but then again, even that was about to go towards the boundary. But then again, the fielder, he's done a brilliant job. Yeah, need to be a little careful here. Saeed Nazir is getting a bit predictable, bowling those short deliveries. And Adil Narayan and Yayan, they are just waiting for those short balls and bouncing on them. Good to see Babar Iqbal once again just getting into the act and having a quiet word with Saeed Nazir, giving him a few instructions as to how to bowl to Adil Narayan. But I'm pretty much sure that at the moment, the way Adil Narayan is batting, he is a man who seems to be unstoppable. You bowl him short, he pulls. You bowl him full, he hits you down the ground. Outside edge, and luckily has gone away from the keeper, and it has also gone towards the boundary. So fortune favoring the brave in the middle. Yeah, goes hard at it, and no chance for the keeper or the fielder into deep third man. You don't really see this happen much in UAE domestic circuit, where you see Karwan CC, one of the most renowned sides here in the UAE domestic circuit, is being put under the pump. And at the moment, they are short of answers. Babar Iqbal, he needs to get into the act and put his thinking cap on, do something different. Maybe get Zahid Ali, because he's got 2 more overs to bowl. Don't hold him back. Get him now to get another wicket. Short delivery once again, but not in full control. Yeah, that's a very good delivery. This is what's been missing in this game. Karwan CC have been rather bowling short or too full. No slower deliveries or these bouncers. End of the 12th over, ALTRAD are 148 for 1. Well, so far, one thing they'll be mighty pleased with will be Karwan CC. They haven't given a lot of extras, only 4 extras. And there is going to be another bowling change. They have opted to bring Akram. Beautifully bowled, quick single, chance. Does well in the end. Good coordination and communication between these 2 batters in the center.
Yeah, the running has been very good between the 2 batters. I think this is a good move by Babar Iqbal to bring in Akram to hold some off spin. He's got a very stable head on his shoulders, very experienced as well. Can he bring in another wicket here?
Cut away beautifully. That's come right of the middle of the bat. And bit of a fumble. Will allow the batters to come back for the second. Excellent running yet again.
Yeah, they make sure that they take that first run very quick and converts that into a second run as well. Slight fumble in the field, making it easier for them. But excellent batting. So far, good over, good start. Just 3 runs, considering how the game is gone. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Yes, and a no there. But good early call. A rare dot ball here.
Yeah, Mohammad Shahan Akram, I think he's realized that there's nothing in this wicket. And that's why he's just firing onto the stumps. That's not a bad ploy. We can just ask the batters to cut.
There's a bit of turn as well on that one. Played towards mid-wicket. They'll pick up a single. That's all they'll get. But some sanity has been prevailed in this over. 4 runs of the first 4 deliveries. No boundaries conceded yet. That's smashed through the covers once again. But straight to the fielder in the deep. Another single here. Good bowling by Shahan Akram.
Yeah, rare quiet over, I would say. We've seen very, very expensive overs so far, but Mohammad Shahan Akram has been spot on. Nicely bowled once again. Punched towards cover. Will only be a single. So just the 6 runs coming in. And a productive over for Karwan CC. 13 gone, 154 for 1. Well, he's looked very comfortable since the time he's walked in Yayin after the dismissal of Surjit. Manohar Das played a very handy knock, laid the platform early on for the middle order batters.
Saeed Nazir continuing to complete his quota of 4 overs. Starts off with a single being taken on his first delivery. 154 runs, 155 with that single. And Anil Narayanan inching closer to his 100-run mark. He's on 87 of 42, 88 with that single. Young Yayin also making sure that he's played some good shots in his shot stay so far. 25 of 10 deliveries for him.
Short delivery and opening the face beautifully, guiding it towards third man. Yeah, good to see Saeed Nazir is mixing his lengths now, making the batters think.
Guys into his last over. Now with 6 more overs to go after this, they've got 9 wickets in hand. ALTRAD CC would be looking to reach that 250-run mark. Oh, he's missed his run up there. Could have been dangerous. Not very easy for fast bowlers to pull out at the last second.
Well, I hope he's okay. This could have been really nasty, and you don't want to be getting one of your best bowlers, Saeed Nazir, injured in the first game of this tournament. Yeah, he has gotten the only wicket so far. Saeed Nazir, and he would be wanting to finish strong here for his side. I won't be surprised to see Zahid Ali being brought back into the attack.
He's got 2 more overs to go, Zahid Ali. Oh, this short delivery, pulled away. It's in the air and taken at the mid-wicket. That's a very good catch there in the deep. And Saeed Nazir picks up his second wicket. And very unfortunate for Anand Narayanan to not to get to his 100. Good delivery.
Yeah, they've realized that this is the way to go about. He need to be bowling short on this surface, and the ball just hurried on to the batter. Look at that, pulled it away, not in full control. Finding the fielder in the deep before he has put his team in a commanding position, scoring valuable 88 in just 44 deliveries. What a classy batter, and he would be certainly getting a standing ovation. Well, by far, Saeed Nazir, he has been the standout bowler for Karwan CC. We saw all the other bowlers, they were struggling with their line and lengths. Saeed Nazir has produced yet another wicket. Yeah, straying on to the leg side. The new batter makes his way in the middle as Sanil Kumar Nair doesn't really have much time in his hands, just the 6 more overs to go. And looking at the current situation of this game, I'm pretty much optimistic that the instructions would be pretty much clear. Go out there and just continue with the run flow. Try to go for those big shots. Let's try to get somewhere around 230 or even 240.
Oh, good shot delivery there. Surprising Yayan with that extra bit of pace. That's a good delivery, very good delivery from Saeed Nazir.
Yeah, he's bending his back, Saeed Nazir, bowling with a lot of heat. And clearly we can see Yayan, he was beaten by pace. A very handy over by Saeed Nazir. Just one more delivery and would want to finish strong by picking up another wicket. If you can get the wicket of Yayan at this stage, well, that'll be an icing on the cake.
Oh, down the leg side will be a wide delivery. He'll have to re-bowl that. Not a good delivery, that one from Saeed Nazir. He's given away 37 in his 3.5 overs so far, OS.
I think the last delivery was trying to go for that Yorker, maybe trying to bowl that in-swinging delivery. But then again, straying onto the pads, and luckily that the batter did not get any bat on that because the fine leg was in the circle. Zahid Ali, I would love to see him come into the attack after this.
Nicely bowled, slightly slower as well. He was early into the shot, but they'll manage to pick up a quick single to end over number 14 and the end of the spell for Saeed Nazir. He's given away 38 in his 4, picked up 2 wickets. ALTRAD CC on 159 to 2.
Well, it's a perfect opportunity for Karwan CC to bounce back. They have gotten the 2 opening batters who have already gotten them a very good start. If you can pick up Yayan at this stage, that's where they'll be right back in this game.
Nicely bowled once again from Shahan Akram. Slightly shorter length. I think he's darting them in quickly, not giving it a lot of air. And that's the right approach at the moment. It has to be about restricting runs, not allow them to get too many runs here. Oh, it's gone for that sweep shot in the air and over the fine leg, and that's gone all the way for a maximum.
Well, this is an outrageous hit. He had minimal time to adjust, but then just a flick of the wrist, and look at how far this has traveled. Mohammad Shahan Akram needs to realize that if you're bowling quick on this wicket, you have to slightly bowl towards that offside channel. Anything towards the middle and leg stump, that's what's going to happen.
have to be very careful with your line. Shahan missing it out and it's taken for maximum. Oh, it's a very good shot. That's a shot and a half there. That's probably gone for a maximum again. Back-to-back sixes here for Yayin.
Well, by far, I am going to declare this as one of the best strokes of the day. Look at that head position. Elegant stroke. And it's gone for another maximum. Back-to-back maxis.
Slightly fuller there from Shahan Akram. And ALTRAD CC around 171 for 2. Shahan Akram taken for a lot of runs in this over. 12 of them in just 3 deliveries. Can't afford to bowl too full. You can't be too short. You have to be very precise with your line and length.
Once again, bowling it short, quicker. And worked it away towards deep square. Will get only a single. So 13 runs conceded. Mohammad Shahan Akram. When do you think, Rashid, this is the right time to bring Zahid Ali?
Well, probably can't wait too long. They'll have to make sure that they bring him in as early as possible, probably in the next over. This one's played towards covers as well. Some work to be done by Zahid Ali. Will only be a single. Good fielding that. Good release, early release from Zahid Ali, restricting them to just 1 run. So 1 more delivery to go in this over. And 14 runs conceded. Off the back foot, straight to the fielder. Will be a dot ball, and that will be the end of over number 15. 5 more overs to go. ALTRAD CC in complete control at the moment, 173 for 2.
Well, it was a great partnership early on. 107 by the opening batters. It's going to be Saif Ali Ghori introduced back into the attack and deceiving the batter.
A dot ball to start the 16th over. Bowled it outside off stump. Now this is where Nair needs to make sure that he gives strike, feeds strike to his partner at the other end, who's on 40 of just 18 deliveries. If he can just pick up a single and give him strike, I think Yayin would be a better option against somebody like Saif Ghori, who's very experienced. Now we might see Zahid Ali to bowl the next over from here on.
Beautifully bowled once again, and this is what's been missing in this inning so far. We have not seen the bowlers try to bowl those Yorkers in the block hole, and on this occasion Saif Ali Ghori was spot on.
Yeah, Saeed Nazir, I think he laid the platform, picked up the 2 wickets. That has brought back Karwan into the game so far. A couple of dot balls from Ghori as well in this over. And now under a bit of pressure. Oh, way outside off stump. There might be a wide delivery. Yes, we'll have to re-bowl that. So with the kind of field setup Ghori has got, he is forced to bowl outside off stump.
Yeah, you need to have a lot of skill to be executing these kind of deliveries consistently. Saif Ali Ghori bowled a very good block hole delivery before this, but on that occasion just slightly going onto that offside channel.
The low full toss gets the inner half of the bat, and that's running away for a boundary. Lucky boundary that for Nair, but you feel for Ghori that wasn't a bad delivery. Nonetheless, 4 runs for ALTRAD CC.
Yeah, Saif, he's not going to mind that because that was a very good ball and inside edge, and luckily it's gone towards the boundary.
Runs have been coming in thick and fast for ALTRAD CC, 178 for 2 at the moment. 3 more deliveries to go in this over, and all the bowlers of Karwan have been under the pump. Oh, that's a better delivery outside off stump, moving it away from him. Nair unable to get it away, and Yayin straight away walks up to him. I think he'll have to pick up a single here.
Yeah, it's good to see Yayan having a quiet word with his partner Sanil Kumar Nair, who has definitely got a license to go big on every delivery because they still have fair bit of batting to come after this. They got the likes of Midhun Sudhakar, the captain, Vishnu Raj, Rizwan Sabir. They bat really deep. Well, that's up in the air. It's a slower delivery. Is this a chance? And he's put it down. That just sums up the story of the night for Karwan CC.
Well, that's another chance that's gone begging there. We saw Babar Iqbal dropping one early on in the innings, and that proved to be very costly for them. Now Nair has been given a chance as well on 5. Can he make it count?
Yeah, this is something which you cannot afford, especially when the batter is there on the charge. And this is a sitter. I think no excuses should have been taken.
Yeah, sometimes you just feel for the bowlers, don't you? Those kind of chances are not produced every day. Swing and a miss, and there will be a dot ball to end the over. Good over this, considering how this game is moving for Karwan CC. 180 for 2 after 16.
Right then, just the last 4 overs remaining in this innings. 180, and they've only lost 2 wickets. So let's just do a quick maths. Zahid Ali, he's got 2 overs. He's definitely going to go ball those. And then you've got Avais Ali Shah. He's got 1 under his sleeve. That's going to be very interesting to see who is going to be introduced in the 17th over.
It's a very important over. 4 more overs to go. How many more can ALTRAD CC get? They're on 180 for 2. Zahid Ali into his 3rd over. Oh, backs away, slower delivery right in the block hole. Nicely played towards the covers. They might come back for the second. Will do quite easily at the end. So 2 more runs on the first delivery of this over from Zahid Ali.
Well, these batters are just doing it with utmost ease so far. Zahid Ali, we've seen him in the last couple of seasons. He's been spot on when he's been introduced with the older ball. Carries a lot of experience on his shoulders, so it's not going to be so easy for both the batters in the centre.
Was chipped in the air, but will fall short of the fielder at mid-wicket. They'll pick up a single. But this is very good bowling from Zahid Ali, keeping them quiet, not allowing the batters to get a boundary off his bowling.
Yeah, he's a very smart operator. And I'll be surprised if Zahid Ali will be offering any pace to these batters, because this is the time when you'll know that Yayin and Nair both will try to go big on every delivery. So that's where you need to take all the pace of the delivery and let the batter use his force.
Go off the back foot, but unable to get it away. Will be another dot ball here. Good delivery this from Zahid Ali. Good bowling from him, and a good comeback by Karwan.
Well, in the previous over, we saw Yayan having a quiet word with Nair and just telling him to take those singles, but I'm pretty much optimistic. The message would be loud and clear. Go for it. We have got a lot of batters. We don't have much deliveries remaining.
Yeah, very important for Karwan to make it quiet in the last few overs. Swing and a miss once again. Good bowling from Zahid Ali. We were talking about how he's managed to get some swing and some seam movement, and that is exactly what he's done on that delivery as well.
Absolutely. I think this is one thing you can't really do against Zahid Ali, a quality bowler. So you can't just swing your bat hard. You need to have a method. You need to be technically sound when playing against this man.
back-to-back dot balls, and then another swing and a miss here from Nair. He's losing the plot here, unable to get it away, unable to rotate strike, and that might just be frustrating for Yayin at the other end.
Absolutely. I think he just needs to be a little smart here, Nair, because clearly we can see Zahid, he's taking the ball away from him, and every delivery he's just targeting a premeditated stroke towards the leg side. And on 3 occasions, he has been beaten consistently.
One more delivery to go. Oh, another swing and a miss. How close was that to the off stump? Whiskers away. What an over this has been from Zahid Ali. That's phenomenal. Just 3 runs of the 17th over. It's 183 for 2.
Well, what a phenomenal over have you witnessed by Zahid Ali, getting his team back into this game. And a lot is going to be dependent and relied on Yayin. It has been a surprise package sent in at number 3 position, and at the moment striking with a strike rate of 215. And they're going now very well. It's going to be Saif Ali Ghori yet again to be introduced in the 18th over. Hasn't really found the right channel so far. Banged in shot, it's been pulled away, and it's been pulled away handsomely. There's a signal coming in from the umpire. Oh, maximum. What a way to introduce Saif Ali Ghori into the attack. Yayin is just 1 run away to reaching his half century, and this has been a magnificent display from the batters of ALTRAD CC. They have applied the pressure straight away from the moment they came in the ground, and falling short of answers are Karwan CC. Fuller delivery, but yeah, you can see he's not very happy with the stroke he's played, because that didn't really come out of the middle of the bat, but nonetheless, he raises his bat with a lot of confidence and glory. 50 runs and just 22 deliveries. It has to go down as one of his best knocks, and that too against the mighty Karwan CC. A very mature, a sensible approach. Yayin, an excellent prospect for the future. Saif Ali Ghori needs to just mix up things in the middle. Yeah, that's a very good ball right in the block hole, trying to target the stumps, and great bit of fielding. To no surprises, it is one of their gun fielders, a very sharp bit of a mix-up. This might be run out. No, in the end, it's all good. It's good to see Zahid Ali straight away going to Saif Ali Ghori and just having a quiet word with him, telling him where you need to be bowling to Sanil Kumar Nair, because we saw the last over when Zahid Ali was bowling those outswingers. That's where he was struggling. And on 4 occasions on the trot was beaten comprehensively. That's a beautiful delivery. It's a good comeback after he was pumped for a maximum in the very first ball. He's done well here. Karwan CC, we know they too are a very, very handy batting side. They do bat deep, so need to ensure that try to restrict ALTRAD CC under 220. You don't want to be wanting ALTRAD to be reaching 240 to 50. That's going to be a very difficult runs to chase. Nicely ball once again into the block hole. Will only be a single. Singles and doubles is certainly not going to harm Team Karwan CC. They need to ensure that they stop the runs flow of the boundaries and the maximums. And so far we have seen a flurry of maximums in this innings. 12 sixes already. And this is the opening game of Abu Dhabi T20 Bash 2025. Last delivery coming up. Nicely bowled once again. It's been carved away towards cover. Will only be a single. So excellent comeback by Saif Ali Ghori. And will close out the 18th over. 194 for 2. Well, it's going to be Zahid Ali to be bowling the penultimate over. Beautifully bowled once again onto the stumps, into the block hole. And they are going for the second. Brilliant bit of running. And this has certainly been the hallmark of this innings. It's not only the boundaries and the maximums. Wait, well, the umpire has just signaled that's one shot. So that's going to be only one run. Yeah, I was just praising how effective they've been in this innings. Not the boundaries and maximums they've been focusing. They've ensured that they keep on rotating strike and pick up those singles and doubles. Oh, he's knocked him over. Beautiful delivery by Zahid. And Nair, you can see he was deceived by that slower delivery, which never arrived to him, trying to create room, and has crashed onto the stumps. What a sight for the fast bowler, Zahid Ali, getting a wicket at a very crucial juncture of this game. And it's going to be Yayan, beg your pardon. That's a very big wicket. A man who's put his team in a very commanding position, 52 in just 25 deliveries. Will be mighty pleased with this effort. We'll have to go back into the dugout. Well, this was the wicket Karwan CC wanted desperately, because Yayan, he seemed to be unstoppable. And I think the pressure was mounting on him, because on the other end, Sanil Kumar Nair, he was playing a lot of dot deliveries. And I think that's the reason Yayan, he was getting a little frustrated. But then again, hats off. Zahid Ali is bowling beautifully in this match. Nicely bowled and straight away. Sabir getting off the mark, and all of a sudden you can see that the boundaries and the maximum, they have dried for the last 4 overs. It's a good comeback by Karwan. So if they can restrict ALTRAD CC below 120, they'll take that any day, because it's a very good wicket to bat on. And Karwan CC, mind you, I just mentioned earlier that they bat really, really deep. They've got the likes of Hamid Khan, sharp bouncer, and that's another very good delivery. Umpire calling it 1 for the over. And this is what we have seen throughout the last season. Zahid Ali comes in into bowl with the old ball, well, mixes lengths, and has not been predictable at all. He's made the batters think, and you can see he's been rewarded with 1 wicket and 16 runs only, just the last couple of overs. I beg your pardon, the last couple of deliveries remaining. Hit hard, it's in the slot, and the batter is not going to take the single, because he knows that has just smoked towards the boundary. And what a way to reach the 200 mark. ALTRAD CC are cruising along. Zahid Ali, he was bowling beautifully until this ball, which in the end turned out to be a half volley. And catching on to the opportunity is Sanil Kumar Nair, finally getting it from the middle of the bat, because we've seen him struggling in this innings. Oh, he's knocked him over yet again. That's a tremendous delivery. Zahid Ali, full straight. You miss, I hit. What a way to end his spell. Nicely bowled. It was a nothing shot in the end. Got himself into a very awkward position. He was trying to hit that towards the mid wicket. And Zahid Ali getting another important breakthrough for his side. It's going to be Sanil Kumar. Will have to go back after scoring 14 in just 17 deliveries. It's 19 gone, 200 for 4. Well, the new man who's just made his way in the middle is going to be Sujit Sridharan. No time to waste whatsoever. He'll have to go big from ball 1. We are into the last over. ALTRAD have reached the 200 mark. And they'll be mighty pleased with this score on the board. One more over to go. And no surprises, it's going to be Saif Ali Ghori. Has been consistent compared to the other fast bowlers. Steaming in. That's up in the air. And that is a very, very good shot. More like a helicopter shot, I would say, by Rizwan Sabir. He's just made his way in the center. And look at that whip of the wrist. Just a simple flick, and he knows that there's nobody towards that square leg region. It's a very smart approach and smart game awareness shown by Rizwan Sabir. 204. By no means it's going to be easy when Karwan, they'll come out to chase. Nicely bowled. That's an excellent delivery in the block corner. Rizwan Sabir straight away wanted a second. They're going for it and they will get it. You can see Saif Ali Ghori is not very pleased with the effort in the deep. No way there was the second run there. Look at that, straight away he's hit that, and there was a loud call of 2. And then his partner Sujit Sridharan responds well in the end. Frustration showing on the faces of Karwan CC. They've already managed to score a mammoth target. So there'll be a lot of work which needs to be done from the opening batters. Of course, we'll see the lights of Hamid. They've got Adib Usmani, Ihtisamul Haq, Shahan, Taimur Ali. They all are power hitters. And you will definitely need their services tonight. It's hit hard. It's made a very good sound of the bat. And it's that man. You can't really keep him out of the game, can you? Zahid Ali once again getting into the act, but this time in the fielding department takes a very good catch, held his nerves right till the end. And Sridharan on the very first ball wanted to just smash this out of the park, just not getting it off the middle of his blade. And Zahid Ali takes a clean take to dismiss another batter. Sujit Sridharan doesn't really disturb the scorers tonight. We'll have to go back after scoring not. It's 207 for 5. Well, this is one way to apply breaks on the run scoring, and that is to keep on consistently pick up wickets. And this is what's been happening. They were 107 for 1, and then we can see now 195 for 3, 200 for 4. That's up in the air. Saif Ali Ghori has gotten another wicket into his tally. And this time it is Hamid Khan. Takes another catch in this game. And all of a sudden, Karwan CC are picking up wickets at a very tiny stage of the game. And 2 wickets have fallen back to back. It's going to be Vishnu Raj, who couldn't really contribute tonight. We'll have to go back after a duck. It's 207 for 6. Right then, are we gonna witness the first hat trick of this tournament, and that too in the very first opening game of Abu Dhabi T20 Bash 2025? Because Saif Ali Ghori, he's picked up 2 wickets on the trot, and the new batter has just made his way in the middle. It's going to be Arkam Abbasi going to be facing the hat trick ball, and a perfect opportunity for Saif to pick up a hat trick, because surely Abbasi is going to try to hit big, and that's where he can pick up a hat trick.
Last delivery was gone up. Opportunity, and that should be taken, is taken, and gets a hat trick. Well, something finally working in favor of Karwan CC. Saif Ali Ghori picking up 3 wickets on the last 3 deliveries of the innings to close it down, and restricting ALTRAD to 207 for the loss of 7 wickets.
Well, this has been a great comeback. Look at that. The hat-trick ball banging in short, and he has just spooned it up in the air. An easy take in the end. What a brilliant over has Saif Ali Ghori bowled, and he has definitely brought his team back into this game. 207 is what they've managed to score in the lot of 20 overs, and I personally feel that they are still 20 to 25 runs short, because at one stage they looked like they were on the verge of scoring 240 or even 250. But we need to give credit to the bowlers, especially the likes of Zahid Ali, Awais Ali Shah, and Saif Ali Ghori, the man of the moment. Well, that's the batting scorecard for you. Anil Narayanan and Surjit Manohar Das giving an excellent start. 88 inches 44 for Anil, 38 in 27 for Surjit. Yayin Kiranai, he came in with an intention and scored a brisk 52 in just 25. And then you can see the bowlers getting into the act, and Surjit and the rest of the batters couldn't really get going. Yeah, you can see a lot of bowlers have bowled expensive spells. Babar Iqbal was taking for the cleaners. Shahan was very expensive. Saeed Nazir picked up 2 wickets, but slightly expensive. Abdul Ghaffar at night, he would want to forget. Zahid Ali, pick of the bowlers, 4 overs, 2 wickets, and alongside Saif Ali Ghori has picked up a hat-trick in the opening game. Right then, we are just going to dive into a short break, and once we are back, it is Karwan CC. They'll be needing 208 in the allotted 20 overs. Stay tuned. Welcome back once again, viewers. We are all set and in readiness for the second innings. The run chase coming in. Karwan CC, they need 208 runs in the allotted 20 overs. It's not going to be easy. ALTRAD CC, they'll be coming in the ground with a lot of confidence, and why not when you know that you have scored a mammoth target, and that too against one of the quality sides in the UAE domestic circuit. Karwan CC will be slightly under the pump and a bit of pressure, because chasing more than 200 on any ground on any given day is not going to be an easy task. So they need to ensure that they come out all guns blazing, especially in the first 6 overs. Just lay the platform and try to get as many runs as you can. I won't be surprised if Hamid Khan alongside Adib Usmani, they come into the center, opening the innings for their side. Two very, very destructive openers. They've got the knack of getting their team off to flyers and get good starts for their team. That is exactly what is required when you are chasing 208, and straight away you'll be needing the required run rate will be around 10.4. So we are in for a fascinating game of cricket, and there'll be plenty of entertainment. There you go, ball number 1, beautifully bowled. It's a very good start here from Abbasi. It's a very surprising move. The captain, he's opted to start the proceeding with a spinner. There was no turn whatsoever in the first innings. Let's see if Arkham can get some fair chase off the surface. Beautifully bowled and equally well played. Will relieve a lot of tension and early nerves. Getting off the mark in the very first over is Adib Usmani. Opens his account with a single. There was a bit of a drift, that arm delivery coming in towards the right-handers, and that's where Hamid Khan, he'll have to be slightly careful. Try not to play anything across the line. Try to play as straight as you can, and don't become a victim of LBW. Nicely tossed up delivery. This is a very good start here from Arkham. You can see he's not trying to do anything extraordinary or out of the box. He's keeping things relatively simple in the center and just firing it onto the stumps. It's hit towards the mid-wicket, and this is going to be the first maximum of the second innings, and it has come out of the blade of Hamid Khan. No surprises. This is what this man is known for, and you would want to see his back as quickly as you can, because if he stays in the middle for 6 to 7 overs, well, he is certainly going to make you pay. Karwan Abbasi, he shouldn't be really getting bogged down with that last shot which Hamid Khan he's played. He's gone across the line, and that's where he can just try to maybe keep a deep square leg as in position and also deep at wicket, and then ask Hamid Khan to yet again go and play across the line and hit towards that leg side. This has been smoked. It's come right of the meat of the bat. Another maximum. Hamid Khan, he has cut loose in the very first over, and it's back-to-back maxis. What a start here from Caravan. And look at that flow of the bat. Elegance pouring from the bat of Hamid Khan. A very, very destructive opener. And this is one thing which Karwan Abbasi needs to realize and learn quickly. You cannot be bowling him too full. You have to be precise, spot on with your lengths. Just bowl marginally slightly back of the length and try to bowl on towards that offside channel. Don't bowl on his arc, as he is going to smash you all day and night. Yeah, that's a much, much better delivery. You can see he bowled slightly quicker and also just adjusts his length. So already an eventful over. It's 1 gone, 14 for no loss. Well, it's a perfect start here from Karwan CC, and no surprises. It is that man on your screen. Hamid Ullah Khan has announced his arrival, and he's already smashed a couple of maximums. A very good wicket to bat on, and that's where Karwan CC would want to ensure they get as many runs in the first 6 overs in the power play.
Yeah, they've started off well with 14 on the board. Osmani and Hamidullah both have started off well for Karwan. Remember, they're chasing 208 runs, 194 more to go. They've got 19 overs, and ALTRAD CC going with the spinners. Start off proceedings. Now it's going to be Nair to come in. He'll be bowling from the far end.
Well, the margin of error becomes so minimal when you're bowling on these kind of surfaces. You have to be so spot on and precise with your line and lengths. Cut away nicely, but excellent bit of fielding by ALTRAD CC.
Straight to the fielder there, who's done well. That was hit with a lot of power by Hamidullah. Remember, he is somebody who can really smack the ball. Dot ball to start the second over. Nair once again with his gentle medium pace. Oh, that's gone up in the air, miles up, but they don't have protection in the deep, and that'll fall just in front of the two fielders. They'll come back for the second quite comfortably at the end.
Yeah, not in full control when he was hitting this shot, just miscuing it, and luckily just going away from the fielder.
2 more runs added to the total. Now Hamid needs to be careful as well. He needs to pick his spots nicely. Remember, this are the power play overs. So only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard. Currently going at 12 runs and over. In comes Nair once again. Well, that's played with power and precision as well over the fielder, and that probably has gone for a maximum as well. That's a good hit from Hamidullah. Slightly fuller in length from Nair, and that's been punished.
Well, this is the class of this man. It was full, it was in his arc, and Hamid, well, he's not going to miss out on those. That's a majestic hit, and he's already gotten his team off to a flyer.
A good start here for Karwan CC, chasing 208 runs. Slightly slower, that's been played over mid-off once again. Long off will not be able to get there, and that'll be another maximum. So back-to-back sixes here for Hamidullah. 28 for no loss already in just 1.4 overs. That is the kind of start that Caravan were looking for, and Hamidullah has certainly provided that. This is very good batting here from Hamidullah.
Yeah, not the best of starts by Nair. Go shots, and he's pummeled this away towards mid-wicket. No need to run for that. That is just raced away towards the boundary.
Oh, that one like a trace of bullet. Nobody moved an inch, and that was over the boundary ropes. What a good hit that. Another boundary here, and the carnage continues. $18 runs already. One more delivery to go. Will Hamidullah try to finish it off with another boundary? Nair hasn't been able to get going here. And he comes for the last delivery. Slower delivery. And I think that was nicely played. Good fielding. Will be a dot ball to end the second over. 32 for no loss.
Well, it's a perfect start here for Karwan CC. This has been smashed down the ground. And they're looking for two, and rightfully so, denied by his partner Hamid. Well, I think looking at the current scenario and the situation of the game, Rashid, I think it has to be Hamid Khan who should be taking most of the strike.
Yeah, he's going well here. 31 of just 10 deliveries for him. Another bowler introduced by ALTRAD CC. Tries to go too hard at that one. Doesn't get the connection he was looking for. Will be another single here. Adib Usmani and Hamidullah, the two batters out there for Karwan CC. They've started well, 34 for no loss in pursuit of 208 runs set by ALTRAD in the first innings.
Oh, he's put it down. This is something which you cannot afford to do, dropping Adib Usmani early in the innings.
There was an opportunity. It was hit hard back to the bowler who just couldn't hold on to that. It'll be a dot ball. Hamidullah walking up to Adib Usmani and probably just telling that it would be better off that he gives him the strike as much as possible, because he's really middling the ball nicely. He's gotten maximum runs in those 34. Nicely ball. They're going for the quick single. Will complete it easily at the end.
Yeah, that was a very surprising thing to see before this delivery. Usually, it is the other batters who usually go and speak to Hamid Khan and tell him what needs to be done. But it was Hamid Khan having a word with Adib Usmani, Rashid.
Yeah, a very rare sight. Couple more deliveries to go in this over. It's been a good over so far. Will be a wide delivery. First extras on the board for ALTRAD. Sabir has bowled well. He's given away just 4 in his first 4 deliveries. Considering how this game is going for Karwan, this is a very good over in the context. Fuller gets the half. No, I think he's missed it. And the keeper misses it as well, but they don't pick up any runs on that.
Hamid Khan needs to be slightly careful. You can see he's just trying to hit every ball out of the park. Needs to choose his deliveries wisely. That's just worked away towards the mid-wicket region. Will only be a single, so a very handy over for team ALTRAD CC. Just the 5 runs coming in. It's 3 gone, 37 for no loss. Akram Abbasi to continue. Short delivery. It's been pummeled. And it's gone for a maximum. So things not looking bright for Akram Abbasi. He was expensive in the first over, and yet again, he's been introduced and welcomed with a maximum.
Yeah, that was a good shot from Hamid off the back foot. Making sure that he gets a lot of power on that and places it nicely as well. 43 in no time here for Karwan CC. And Abbasi going for 20 in his 7 deliveries he's bowled so far. Hamidullah racing on to 39 of 14 deliveries. His partner at the other end, Usmani, on just 3 of 5 deliveries. 43 for no loss. Still looking for the ball here. I think ALTRAD CC did well in that first innings, got to 207 runs. But in response now, they haven't used their fast bowlers. All 4 overs that have been bowled now have been bowled by spinners. That's something that Karwan might enjoy later on as well. In comes Abbasi with his second delivery. Way outside off stump, there might be a wide delivery. Yes, he'll have to re-ball that. Trying to force Hamidullah to fetch that ball from outside off stump and play a false shot. When he comes. Short delivery outside of stump. That's better. Slightly quicker as well. Hamid trying to go across the line.
I think Hamid Khan will be dejected with himself. It was short. There was a lot of width of it. But just trying to hit it a little too hard. That's where missing it all completely in the end. Oh, that's not the best of deliveries. That's a hit me ball, and that is exactly what he's done. He's worked it away and getting another important 4 runs in the context of play.
Yeah, short outside the line of leg stump. And easy pickings for Hamidullah. 43 out of those 48 runs coming off the blade of Hamidullah. Now 160 more runs required of 16.3 overs. The required run rate under 10 now. 9.7 more runs of every over from here onwards. Oh, this is a better shot. That is much, much better. That's probably gone all the way. We'll have to wait, but that was a magnificent hit. It's gone all the way for a maximum. And the team 50 for Karwan comes up. 54 for no loss.
Well, this has been pure entertainment by Hamid Khan. 49 in just 17 deliveries. And Arqam Abbasi yet again offering a lot of width. And this one has been dispatched for yet another maximum. They are running away with the show, Karwan CC. Well, that's the class of Hamid Khan. And this is what we've been seeing consistently Hamid Khan do in the last couple of seasons. And you would want him to take majority of the strike when you know that you're chasing more than 200, Rashid.
Well, certainly. And I think he's played some good shots. Takes the outside edge. They want to go for a single, complete his half century. Nonetheless, it will be a dot ball here. So one more delivery to go in this over. Another good over this for Karwan. 17 of it so far. One more delivery to go. 54 on the board. I think Hamid has done well. He's not played across the line, and that is important. Well, once again, tries to cut that, gets beaten. That's a good comeback by Abbasi. Last 2 deliveries were dot balls. 4 overs completed, 54 for no loss. Saber to continue. Bowled of good first over. Oh, this is in the slot, and that's been played down the ground. And will be taken at long off. Very good catch taken in the deep. Rizwan Saber picks up the first wicket, breaks this opening partnership.
Well, a brain fade here, to say the least, by Adib Osmani. It was not required. All he had to do is just take a single and get that man on strike, Hamidullah, who's striking it big. But in the end, Adib Osmani taking the matters in his own hand and has lost his wicket. Yeah, this is a very, very big wicket. We know Adib Osmani is a very compact and a sound batter, can shift gears when required to do so. And Alrad CC, they'll be mighty pleased to see his back. It's 54 for 1. Yeah, let's have a look at that. The ball just going away from the batter. He's getting a nice drift in the air. It's Rizwan Saber. It's a very good catch, keeping his eyes on the ball right till the end to get rid of the opener Adib Osmani. 54 for 1.
New batter is Ethsam ul Haq. Plays it straight to the fielder who's done some damage to himself. Is it Nair there? Got hit on the wrist. Will be a dot ball. This is a brilliant over so far from Rizwan Sabir. Picked up a wicket on the first delivery and then continues with the dot ball. Some trouble here for Karwan, but the good thing is they've still got the informed batter Hamidullah still out there on 49.
Oh, that was a poor delivery, and Ethsam ul Haq, who's just made his way in the center, he will be gutted with himself. That should have been tongued out of the park.
I should be livid with himself. That was a delivery that could have fetched him his first maximum or a boundary at least. Nonetheless, will be a wide delivery, so he'll have to re-ball that. Sabir trying to ball some other deliveries. Well, the keeper interested in that one, but nobody else. Will be a dot ball nonetheless.
Yeah, and that's where Ethsam ul Haq needs to be slightly careful. And yeah, we can see Hamid Khan just giving him a few instructions that Rizwan Sabir, he's taking the ball away from you. He's getting that nice drifter. Just play along the merit of the ball.
Another very good delivery. That one swinging away from the right-hander. I think it's important that Hamidullah doesn't get frustrated at the other end, because this over has produced just one run and a wicket as well. 2 more deliveries to go. This is a brilliant over from Sabir so far. And he comes once again. Oh, again swing and a miss, and I think Ethsam ul Haq not able to get it right here.
You can see he's struggling in the center at the moment, Ethsam ul Haq. And rightfully pointed out, Rashid, you don't want Hamid Khan to be getting under pressure. That's a much better stroke, watchfully played. Nonetheless, a great over by Rizwan Sabir, getting an important wicket. It's 5 gone, 55 for 1.
Five overs completed. It's 55-1. Karwan going at 11 runs and over. Manohar Das, the new bowler. First delivery way outside off stump, will be a wide delivery. Some leg spin from Surjit Manohar Das. Doesn't look like, well, his action doesn't look like he's going to bowl leg spinners.
Yeah, he's got a very interesting action. You would definitely want to have a look at Manohar Das. He had a great outing with the bat. Scored valuable 38 runs in just 27. And now he's got a huge responsibility with the ball.
Yeah, he does bowl the leg spinners there. Not the conventional action of a leg spinner. Comes in with an open chest. Normally you see a sidearm bowler bowling leg spinners, but it's working for him so far. He's bowled a wide delivery and a dot ball now. Hamidullah still out there on 49 of 20. Short delivery, that's been bludgeoned out of here. That'll go one bounce and into the ropes for a boundary, and that'll take Hamidullah for his first 50 of the tournament.
Well, this has been a great display of power hitting by Hamid Khan. Once again getting into the act in the very first game. He is giving up a fight against ALTRAD. Just marginally short, and how quickly he got into an excellent position.
Tries to go across the line. They'll go for a quick single here. Good running between the wickets. But this is the last over of the power play, so they need to make sure they get as many runs as possible now. Ethsam ul Haq, he's wasted 5 deliveries so far. Have to make sure that he doesn't eat up any more dot deliveries.
Absolutely. I think all he needs to do is just take single and give it to the man who's striking it big, Hamidullah, 54 in just 22. Ehtasam just needs to show a little bit of game awareness in the middle. Rather, he's been opting to try to go for those big shots. That's up in the air, not in full control, but it's running away towards the boundary. Not the most effective ways, but then again, getting a handy boundary and opening his account.
This is a lightning quick outfield at the Owens Oval here in the Abu Dhabi Sports and Cricket and Sports Hub. And once you get it in the gap, it will always run away for a boundary. Wasn't in control, as you mentioned, playing it away from his body, not getting that feet to the pitch of the ball, which is why he wasn't able to get it towards that extra cover he was eyeing. Nonetheless, 4 runs, 4 important runs, and 10 runs of the over so far, 65 for 1. Now 2 more deliveries. Can he get more boundaries here? Needs another boundary here. Off the back foot, cut away nicely in the gap. That's a much better shot and good controlled shot in the gap for a boundary.
Well, not the best of deliveries by Manohar Das. Once again, bowling it short and cut away with precision. No chance for the fielders, mere spectators. It's raced away for a boundary. 14 runs coming in this over. The required run rate is now under 10 runs per over.
That Rizwan Sabir over the previous one. That's been neutralized here in this one. Getting good runs, 14 of them. 1 more delivery to go. Karwan would want Sam to get another boundary of this last delivery. Going for the quick single. Good running. Good awareness shown by Hamidullah. Single to end over number 6 and the end of power play. Karwan losing 1 wicket and getting 70 runs. Important 70 runs in those first 6 overs. The 6 overs completed. It's going to be Yayin to come in for his first over. 70 on the board. Starts off with a short delivery. Played straight to the fielder. Oh, this should have been a single. Sam needs to do better here. He can't eat up too many dot balls. That'll put pressure on Hamidullah at the other end. Will be forced to play big shots. And in doing so, he can lose his wicket. And that's the last thing Karwan would have want. Oh, this is a better shot. And a good bit of fielding there. Restricting them to a single.
Yeah, you make a very good point here, Rashid. I don't think you need to, or rather these 2 batters need to go big from both the ends. Ehtasam Haq, all he needs to do is just stay in the middle, play the role of a second fiddle, and let the damage be done by that man, Hamid Khan, on strike.
And now he's on strike. 54 of 22 for him. Short delivery, that's been smashed behind square. That'll run away towards the boundary. That's how good Hamid Khan is. Once he gets going, it's very difficult to stop him, and the fielders, well, they can't really stop the balls that he gets from the middle of the blade.
Well, they're missing the plot here. Yayin needs to understand quickly that you can't be bowling too quick to Hamid Khan. You need to take the pace off, try to bowl those flighter deliveries, and entice the batter to go for big strokes. But at the moment, it's not really working for ALTRAD CC.
Yeah, and when you bowl slower, you force the batter to use his power. And that is where the false shot can come in. Once again, too short, and that's been played towards cow corner. The fielder does well to cut it off. They'll pick up another single here.
I think they need to have a strategy. Maybe try to just back the offside field when Ihtisam comes in, fire it to him, and try to make him cut the ball. That's a much better delivery, and straight away there's a call of 2, but I don't think so. There's a 2 there.
That could come back by Yayin after being hit for a boundary. One more delivery to go. If he keeps it quiet here, that'll be a good sign for ALTRAD. Hamid Khan would want to make sure that he gets a boundary every delivery. Oh, tries to go too hard at that one. Will be a dot ball. Good over by Yayin. He's given just 7 in that. 7 completed at 77 for 1. Low full toss, and Ihtisam playing it down the ground for a single. Should have got more runs of that delivery. You rarely get loose deliveries, and you need to make sure as a batter you deposit them for at least boundaries, if not more. But the good thing is that it's going to be Hamidullah on strike. Oh, comes down the track, gets beaten with that turn, and he loses his wicket. Good stumping by the wicket-keeper, and that's the second wicket. Big wicket in the context of the game. Hamidullah Khan has been dismissed on 59.
Losing a wicket at a very unopportune time. That's a big blow for Karwan CC. This is the time when you wanted Hamid Khan to continue with the run flow. But then again, we need to give credit to Manohar Das. Flight the delivery, taking all the pace off, enticing the batter to go big. Oh, Hamid Khan, he is absolutely distraught and dejected with himself. Nonetheless, he has laid the platform and given a good start. 59 and just 26. It's 78 for 2.
Good bowling this by Manohar Das, picking up a big wicket of Hamidullah Khan. Karwan CC going for their left-handed batter now. Wais Ali Shah promoted up the order. I think this is a good move to send in the left-hander against the leg spinner, who's opted to bowl an off-break ball, and that was a low full toss. Another delivery missed.
What a time to make a comeback in the game, as both the openers are back into the dugout. And two new batters relatively in the crease. Wais Ali has hit this down the ground. Will only be a single. Oh, they've come back for the second. Good bit of running in the center.
Fumble allowed them to come back for the second. Now he's trying to hit it too hard. He's probably been sent in as a pinch hitter here. but needs to make sure that he doesn't try to hit the ball too hard. You need timing on this wicket. Oh, it's taken, is he? No, I think there was a bump on there, but that was a good sharp catch taken at first slip.
Well, you can see ALTRAD CC, they are very excited and animated in the center, and captain just having a quiet word with the umpire. Umpire has given that not out. It's going to be very interesting replay though here, Rashid.
Yeah, that one did take the outside edge, but I think what the umpire is saying is that it was a low full toss and it bounced as soon as it touched the bat, took the outside half and then went to the fielder. Nonetheless, it's a dot ball, and the fielders weren't able to convince the umpire. But good bowling this by Manohar Das. And Awais Shah, he's on 2 of 3.
Yeah, this is what wickets do to you. A very quiet over after that wicket of Hamid Khan. Tossed up delivery. It's been cut away, but straight into the hands of the fielder. Will only be a single to close out. A very tight over. It's 8 gone, 81 for 2.
Yayin to continue. Oh, plays it straight back to the bowler. He's taken a good sharp catch. Shot stay here for Awais Shah. He'll have to walk back and ALTRAD pick up another wicket.
Well, the plan to send Awais Shah early on in this innings has backfired. And we know how destructive Awais Shah can be. But then again, need to give credit to Yayin. A very brave delivery. He's not scared to be bowling those flighted deliveries. And you can see a happier camp of ALTRAD CC. And all of a sudden now, they are losing wickets in a flurry. Awais Shah will have to go back after scoring just 3 runs.
New batter, Shahan Akram. Karwan in a spot of ball there after losing 3 wickets. 3 quick wickets on 81. And I think since the departure of Hamidullah, none of the batters have been able to get going. And I think all credit should be given to ALTRAD CC, who have taken complete control of the game, not allowed the batters to settle down. Good fielding as well. It's cut away, but straight to the fielder. That's what happens when you lose wickets. The new batters do take some time. And once they try to settle themselves down in the process, I think the bowlers have taken complete control and not allowed easy runs being taken. Oh, that's another good delivery. Shahan will be off the mark. Fetched that from way outside off stump and played towards the onside. Nonetheless, 1 run in the first 3 deliveries and a wicket as well. Good over this by Yayin.
Yeah, all-round performance by the youngster Yayin. He was brilliant in the first innings, scoring a brisk, quick 50 for his side, and now spinning the web and bowling beautifully in those perfect lengths, perfect trajectories, making life tough for the batters in the center. Nicely bowled once again, just bowling a little quicker, away from the arc of Ihtisamul Haq. Yeah, not the best of innings have we witnessed by Ihtisamul Haq. Talented batter, but just struggling today.
Well, I think he's really struggled here, and he's put a lot of pressure on Hamid as well. Once again, trying to cut that with another dot ball, playing it away from his body. There's a bit of turn for Yajan, and he's mixing them up nicely. Good variations in his bowling pace.
And also, looking at the required run rate, is crept up to more than 11 runs per over. It's getting tougher and tougher. Short delivery, hit towards mid-wicket. And I think he's missed out on that one. That should have been taken. And to add salt to the wounds, it's also travelled for a maximum.
And finally, some runs of the over. 6 of them to end the over. 9 gone, 88 for 3. Nine overs completed, 88 for 3. Manoj has to continue. He'll be bowling his third over, given away 19 and picked up a wicket. Akram on one of two deliveries. A pitched up delivery, nicely bowled. Well, they're not able to get those deliveries away that are full in length in the slots. And we saw in the first innings, ALTRAD CC, they didn't miss out on those kind of deliveries.
Yeah, that has been the major difference between these two sides. Tossed up once again. Nicely punched for a single. And that's what happens when you know that you're chasing more than 200. And the bowling side will always have the privilege and advantage because you know that the batters will try to hit more often than not every delivery for a big shot. And that's where the bowlers will have an opportunity to pick up a wicket.
Well, this is where I think Ihtisamul Haq, who's been out there for quite a while, he's on 18 of 16 deliveries. This is where he needs to take control. Oh, that's a very good delivery. Look at where he bowled that from behind the stumps. So good variation shown by Manohar Das, and it'll be another dot ball. This is very good bowling here from ALTRAD and not very good batting from Karwan CC.
Well, he needs to bat with a lot of responsibility, Rashid, because rightfully said that he's eaten a lot of deliveries. This is up in the air, not in full control. Chance, fielding coming underneath and taken. That just sums up the night for Ihtisamul Haq. His innings was not going anywhere, and in the end, he's thrown away his wicket.
Well, another wicket falling at the wrong time for Karwan CC. Good delivery. Pulled his length back and forced Ihtisam to go for that big shot. What a good catch that one. Kept his eyes on the ball till the very last second and made sure that he takes it cleanly at the end. 9.5 completed. It's 89 for 4. New batter in, Temur Ali, coming in at number 6, 89 for 4 at the moment. One more delivery to go. That's nicely bowled and equally well played in the gap. He's off the mark straight away. Might just come back for the second as well. Misfield will allow them to come back for the second at the end. So halfway through, 10 overs completed. It's 91 for 4.
Well, to no surprises, it is going to be Yayan to continue. Has been a very impressive display of bowling by this youngster. And a lot is going to be dependent on this pair. Shahan Akram and Taimur Ali. He's just made his way in the center. Beautifully bowled. And I think that was the wrong one. So, Yayan, he's got a few variations and some tricks under his sleeve.
Good bowling this from Yayan. Remember, they're taking full control. Slightly quicker that outside off stump, and that's the plan from Yayan since the start. He's been bowling outside off stump, forcing the batters to try and go big on the onside, and it's worked for him. He's picked up a wicket, given away just 15 in his 2.2 overs.
Yeah, now the problem is that these two batters, they don't really have much time in their hands because the required run rate is 12 runs per over, and it's getting tougher and tougher for Karwan CC. Short delivery, it's been punched towards cover, and singles is definitely not going to harm Team ALTRAD CC.
Karwan needs to produce a magical innings from somebody, from one of these two batters. Somebody needs to play a quick fire 50 odd runs and get that momentum back. Way outside of stump. Not called as a wide. Will be a dot ball, is it? Or no, it's been called as a wide, rightly so. I thought that was outside the line of the off stump.
Yeah, mixing his line and lengths beautifully in the center. Yayan, by far, has been the standoff bowler in this game. Bowls slightly quicker and marginally short will only be a single. So another quiet over, and one good news also for ALTRAD CC is that there is no dew in the center. You can't see the towels out, and that's the reason you can see the spinners are able to grip the ball and get that revs on the ball.
Well, that has been the problem for Karwan. Take nothing away from ALTRAD how they've bowled. I think they've been superb in their approach. Everything working for them. Karwan, they did get off to a good start. Hamidullah providing that momentum at the start of the innings, but none of the other batters have been able to get going since then.
Yeah, just the 3 bounce coming in. Yayan is bowling beautifully in the middle, and he's reading the batter's mind right till the end. Somebody will have to play out of the skins if they need to reach this target. Opening the face of the bat, and it's going to be only a single. So yet again, a wonderful over by Yayan comes to the end. It's 11 gone, 96 for 4. I'll beg your pardon. There's one more delivery to go, and Yayan would want to finish off strong. Shorter, quicker, and bit of a fumble. No damage done in the end. It's going to be a single. And that's the end of the 11th over. Karwan are 95 for 4. Well, chances to win the game from here onwards is looking quite bleak at the moment for Karwan CC. And we have seen Taimur Ali and Shahan Akram getting out their team out of difficult situations, and that is exactly what's required in this game. And of course, Taimur Ali, mind you, is one of the fierce strikers here in the UAE domestic circuit. So that is one man. The Karwan CC will be heavily dependent. So either of the two batters in the center will need to shift gears and try to get a couple of big overs just to get the momentum back in their favor. Well, he's had a great outing today, first with the bat, and now Manohar Das getting those two important wickets. Going to be pulling out his spell the last over. Quick single is going to bring Taimur Ali on strike. So right approach by Shahan Akram. He's done the wise thing, bringing Taimur Ali on strike early in this over. You would want the majority of the balls to be played by Taimur Ali, because that man, he can certainly strike big.
That's played up Ishley in the air, chance, and that's been taken, is it? That's a magnificent catch, and a shot stay for Taimur Ali comes to an end. That is a magnificent catch.
Well, this is the wicket they were desperately looking after, and it is Taimur Ali. Look at that catch, kept his eyes right till the end, and has taken a clean take to dismiss Taimur Ali. Couldn't really get going, scoring just the 4 runs in the 4 deliveries he's faced. It's 98 for 5.
This is excellent bowling from Manohar Das. He's managed to pick up 3 wickets. Was handy with the bat as well. Got 30 odd runs. That's a good delivery to Abdul Ghaffar, who's off with a quick single here. Gets his first run on the board.
Well, the match is still not over until Abdul Ghaffar and Shahan Akram are there in the middle. There's no such demons in the wicket. The ball is coming onto the bat very nicely. So all they have to do is just have that belief in themselves. Required run rate hasn't really gone out of reach. So a couple of big overs. I believe Karwan CC will have an opportunity to make a comeback.
Well, they'll have to produce a magical innings from somewhere. Oh, that's a very good delivery. Look at that turn and rip on that one. That was nicely bowled by Manohar Das. We missed that in the first innings. Karwan CC not having any bowlers who could turn the ball. And that was a problem for them. 100 comes up with that single for Karwan in the 12th over.
Yeah, the runs on the board is not a problem. They're going along well. The problem is that they've lost half their side too early. So somebody needs to just take the responsibility on his shoulders. Last delivery. Tossed up. It's hit hard. Crashed away towards cover. And Abdul Ghaffar will get his first boundary.
That's a good looking shot. Too wide, too full from Manohar Das. And that's been smacked for a boundary by Abdul Ghaffar. His first one of the innings. 104 for 5. End of the spell for Manohar Das. He's managed to pick up 3 wickets, given away 29. 104 for 5 after 12. Yajin to continue, bowling his last over, 104 for 5. Nicely bowled, and it'll be a dot ball. So I think ALTRAD CC have done really well. They've managed to bowl a lot of dot balls. Akram on 7 of 12 deliveries. Abdul Ghaffar 5 of 2. 5 wickets down. Karwan in a spot of bother. Away outside off stump will be given as a wide. I'll have to re-bowl that. But the plan, I think that is where ALTRAD have done so well. They've come out with a plan and executed that plan well.
Yeah, seems like they've done their homework. They knew where to bowl to Hamid Khan, Adib Usmani, getting him early. That's just going to be a single. Well, they were cruising along at one stage when they were 54 for no loss in 4.1 overs. And that's where I would say that there was a bit of a brain fade coming in from Adib Usmani, where he tried to hit a big shot, which was not required.
And since then, I think it's Samul Haq as well was eating up too many dot balls, which is where there was a lot of pressure on Hamid Khan, who was forced to manufacture a shot, and in doing so, he lost his wicket. And since then, Caravan have been on the back foot. Oh, that's a low full toss. Abdul Ghaffar trying to hit it too hard, misses out. Will only be a single.
Well, definitely he's missed out on that one. It was there to be hit. A juicy full toss in Abdul Ghaffar. Just trying to hit it a little too hard, and in the end, just losing balance and not getting it off the middle of the bat. 23 runs in 3.3. Excellent display of bowling by Yayin. Beautifully bowled once again. He's bowling in those perfect channels. Bit of a misfield. Will allow the batters to come back for the second. Yeah, these singles and doubles are not going to really harm Team ALTRAD CC, because the required run rate is now creeping up almost 14 runs per over. So you don't want to be leaving it too late in the latter part of this game. Need to ensure, get a couple of big overs right now. Just see off the over of Yayin. Yeah, you can see they're not really taking any chances. And the plan seems to be quite simple. Oh, that's not good. You can see the agony in the face of the keeper. Not the best of throws has allowed them to come back for the second. Yeah, it was a bit of a stutter, Abdul Ghaffar. And in the end, they've taken a single. No boundaries as of such in this over. Just the singles and doubles and just the one wide so far. 98 required in 7.1. It's getting tougher and tougher. Tossed up, it's hit hard towards long off. And that's going to be only a single, and Abdul Ghaffar will retain strike in the next over. It's 13 gone, 111 for 5.
New bowler Midun Sudhakar. First delivery that's been cut away nicely by Abdul Ghaffar. Straight to the fielder in the deep. 112 for 5. The required run rate over 14 and over. They need a miracle from here onwards, Karwan CC. But they've got two batters out there who can certainly provide that miracle. And ALTRAD, I think they've done really well.
Absolutely. In all three departments, they've been flawless. It has been a terrific performance. Midun Sudhakar has introduced himself at a very comfortable position where you know that opponents, they need 14 runs per over. That's the time you could opt to bring yourself into the attack.
A good change here. Well, they don't have any express fast bowlers, but the spinners and the medium pace bowlers, I think they've done really well. So that once again, oh, nicely bowled. That's the leg cutter there. Nicely played at the end by Shahan Akram, who picks up a single and gives strike to Abdul Ghaffar. Now, one of these two batters, they need to step on the gas now. They can't wait for another delivery from here onwards. They need to get boundaries, and they need to start putting pressure on the new bowler. Sudhakar has been introduced just now, so they can target him, and in doing so, they can put pressure on the other bowlers as well. Oh, that's beautifully bowled, very nicely bowled. No chance for Abdul Ghaffar to get it away.
This is top quality bowling. Midun Sudhakar is just keeping things relatively simple in the center, just bowling in those perfect channels. And not to forget, Rizwan Saber, he's got a couple of more overs under his sleeve, and he was very economical. Abdul Ghaffar, once again, it was a delivery which was on the leg side and missing out onto it. We'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire. I think, yeah, that's been given as one leg bye. So quite over so far. Midun Sudhakar introducing him at the right time, and has given only 3 runs so far. So brilliant stuff. A very inspiring leader, and he's led the team very well so far. Last delivery coming up. Short delivery. He's worked it away towards square leg. That's a brilliant cricketing stroke. Mohammad Shahan Akram, he said enough is enough. It's the time to shift gears, because the required run rate is just getting out of the reach for Karwan CC. It's 14 gone, 118 for 5. Well, what a brilliant game of cricket are we witnessing already in the opening game of Abu Dhabi T20 Bash 2025. We have already seen a lot of maximums. We've been provided with a lot of entertainment. We've seen fireworks in the first innings, and also Hamid Khan, a very entertaining knock by him where he struck 6 maximums in a span of just 26 deliveries. And that is one man you would have wanted him to get out quickly, and that is what they did, Altrad CC. Right then, no surprises. The captain Midhun, he has opted to bring back his premier bowler Rizwan Saber, the man who picked up Adib Usmani. Coming around the wicket, no timing or connection on that occasion by Abdul Ghaffar. I think he's just trying to hit it a little too hard, Abdul Ghaffar. Needs to just wait for the ball, try to play it late. And the moment he's trying to strike it big, that's where he's just losing his balance, losing the plot. 89 required in 5.5. It's getting very tough from here onwards, but well, it's a funny game. We have seen funny things happen from here onwards, so let's not write off Karwan CC until these two men stay in the center. Shahan Akram and Abdul Ghaffar, both of them have played quite a few deliveries, so they are well set now, and they need to shift gears. That's up in the air, played above the head of the point fielder and will race away towards the boundary. So that's much more like it. And this is exactly what they need. Rizwan Sabir has provided a lot of width. It was too full, it was there to hit. And Shahan Akram has played a smart shot, just opening the face of the bat and placing it to perfection for a very, very important boundary for his side. Beautifully done. That is a terrific delivery. You can see that Rizwan Sabir, he's drifting the ball beautifully. And I think ALTRAD CC, they've been taking good care of the ball. They have kept one side shiny. And you can see that Rizwan, he is asking a lot of questions to these batters. Cut away with precision. Brilliant bit of fielding. And this has been one of the highlights for team ALTRAD CC. Their fielding department, they haven't really dropped any chances. They have been spot on, live wire. This is brilliant stuff in the middle. Oh, that is a beautiful ball, completely deceiving Abdul Ghaffar. He's a very quality bowler, I would say, Rizwan Sabir. You can see he's mixing his lengths, mixing his lines, and also weighting his pace, making the batters think. And that's what you need to do when you're bowling on these kind of surfaces where it's batting friendly, it's a belter of a track. ALTRAD CC, they played magnificent in the first innings, and I think Karwan CC can take a leaf out of the notebook of ALTRAD. Quick single, and it's going to be a leg by signal by the umpire, which will mean that Abdul Ghaffar will once again retain strike in the next over. It's 15 gone, 125 for 5. Right, then we are into the last 5 overs of this innings, and I believe something's got to give here. Surely, Abdul Ghaffar, he is going to target the captain, Midhun Sudhakar. Goes big towards long on, and no power yet again. ALTRAD CC are on the top, and at the moment are having an upper hand in this game. A very commanding position so far. Required run rate, almost 17 runs per over. Yeah, the chances are looking quite slim. They need to hit literally on every ball and try to get those boundaries and maximums in their favor. Yeah, they're struggling in the middle. And I think we need to give credit to the bowlers of ALTRAD CC. They're reading the batters right till the end, and that's where you can see Midhun Sudhakar. He's more often than not taking all the pace of the ball and letting the batter do the job, which is to try and hit it hard. And so far, they haven't really found any success. Oh, that is not the best of deliveries. Midhun Sudhakar has just gifted 5 wides. And this is one thing, you can't really afford to do that. Yeah, I understand they still need a lot of runs. But then again, you can't really take the game easy, because one big over, and mind you, Karwan CC, they are a very quality side. So you don't want to be giving them any chances whatsoever, and don't want to be leaking any unnecessary runs. Just keep things simple in the center. Try to bowl wicket to wicket and let the batters make the mistake. Yeah, that's much more like it. It's a beautiful delivery, full straight, and not letting the batter come underneath the ball. It's a very smart bowling by Midhun Sudhakar. Yeah, I think also he's been very smart with the rotation of his bowlers. A very thinking captain. He's taken some brave calls, and Surely he'll be mighty pleased with the effort of his bowlers tonight. That's struck towards the cover region. Only a single. It's getting out of hands now. Boundaries have definitely dried up. Runs are difficult to come by. They had a brilliant start. It was Hamidullah Khan, 59 in just 26 deliveries. But after that, none of the batters could really get going. Mohammad Adib Usmani went early. Ihtisamul Haq, he really put pressure on his side when he was playing run-up ball. And since then, you can see none of the batters could really cash on and capitalize and take responsibility. Taimur Ali also, that was a big, big wicket. A lot was dependent on him. And it was a perfect opportunity for Taimur Ali to score some runs because, mind you, I just keep on saying myself, it's a very good wicket to bat on. So he'll be taking a lot of learning from this game because there's still a lot of games to be played after this. Last delivery. Brilliant. This is terrific bowling by the captain himself, Midhun Sudhakar. And we'll close out the 16th over. It's 137 for 5. Well, it has been a struggle for both the batters in the center. It's not only that Shahan or Abdul Ghaffar is struggling, it's both the batters, they've been struggling and none of them could really time the ball. And that's all because they've been trying to hit the ball a little too hard. They haven't played onto the merit of the delivery. This one has been hit and launched into the orbit. Forget about this one. And not the best of starts by Rizwan Sabir. He's been smoked out of the park for a timely maximum for Team Karwan CC. Abdul Ghaffar, a lot is expected from him. You need a very big over, 25, 28. That's the only way you could win this game. 65 still needed in the last 23 deliveries. It's not impossible. It's pretty much possible if Abdul Ghaffar stays in the center. Hit hard will only be a single. And they're going for the second. Close. I think this is going to be sent upstairs. That's a very good throw, but then again, good coordination as well between Shahan Akram and Abdul Ghaffar. Yeah, it's safe in the end. Abdul Ghaffar getting two more important ones. Rizwan Sabir needs to be a little careful here. He's offering a lot of width to Abdul Ghaffar, and that's one area he loves to play. That's much better. Close and given. That's a brilliant delivery. You can see that the ball sharply coming in towards Abdul Ghaffar, going across the line, and in the end, not getting from the middle of the bat, and in the end, he has to go back. Abdul Ghaffar, after getting 8 runs in the first 2 deliveries, will have to make a walk back to the dugout. And the chances to win this game is now going out of the window. Struggling innings for Abdul Ghaffar, 22 in 17. Yeah, it's getting tougher and tougher. Well, in comes the new batter. It's going to be Zahid Ali. He was brilliant in the first innings with the ball, did a very good job, picked up a few wickets, was very precise with his line and lengths, but now he's got his work cut out. 63 and 3.3. I think we need to give credit to the captain, Midhun Sudhakar. He's been very smart with the rotation of his bowlers. He kept 2 overs of Rizwan Sabir, even though he bowls so well and economical. But then this is the reason he kept his overs for the latter part of this game. And look at the damage what he's caused. He's picked up one of the fierce strikers, Abdul Ghaffar. He was pumped for a maximum on the first ball, but then firing one onto the stumps, drifted onto his pads, and it was plumb in front. Yeah, Shahan Akram. His innings is not going anywhere. It's just like a replica we're watching of Ehtisamul Haq, who too couldn't really get going, and that was a time when Karwan CC were put under tremendous pressure because Hamid Khan was stranded down on the non-striker end, and he was absolutely furious. He kept on asking his partners to get him back on strike. Lost delivery coming up. Hit hard down towards long off. Only a single. Well, this has been a brilliant spell by Rizwan Sabir. 22, picked up 2 wickets in his 4 overs. It's 17 gone, 147 for 6. No surprises. It's going to be Midhun Sudhakar, the captain, to continue. Well, why not? He's bowled well so far. Didn't really introduce himself early on because the spinners, they were doing a marvelous job. Rizwan Sabir, Surjit, Yayin, they all bowl extremely well. And also, need to mention that it's a very good wicket to bat on. So what they did is they just kept their basics right. It's ALTRAD CC. They just kept on varying their pace, bowled a little slower, and enticed the batters to go for those big strokes. And this is what was missing in the first innings when Karwan CC, they were bowling. This is up in the air. It's a miscue shot. It's high, long, but luckily falling in the vacant area. Yeah, like Kokam used a word sometime back, miracle, and that is exactly what they need. 58 runs in 2.4 overs. Has to be Shahan Akram because he's the man who's been in for a very long time. Beautifully bowled. This is smart bowling by the captain. He saw Zahid Ali just trying to create some room, and that's why he's taken all the pace of the delivery and bowled it much slower onto the stumps. And going to be only a single. Quite over yet again, only 4 runs. This is smashed down the ground. And good bit of field setup, I would say, by Midhun Sudhakar, and he's got that long on fielder much straighter because Zahid Ali, I think they've seen a lot of him because he's one man who likes to really play it down the ground with a straighter bat. It's Very smart captaincy by Midhun Sudhakar. He's led the side very well, marshaled his troops, and they are pretty much getting closer and closer to be clinching their first victory in this tournament in the opening game, and that too against the mighty Karwan CC. And I'm pretty much optimistic that it's a wake-up call for Karwan CC. They will be taking a lot of learning. They don't really play much cricket in this part of the region, in the city of Abu Dhabi. They're pretty much used to be playing in the conditions in Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman. This is a test altogether for Karwan. Last delivery. Hit down the ground once again, but no power behind the shot. Will only be a single. Another terrific over by the captain. Comes to the end. It's 18 gone. 154 for 6. Well, ALTRAD CC, they have been magnificent in all three departments tonight. First with the bat, and now with the ball and the fielding department. Beautifully done. What a sight for Arkam Abbasi. He's been introduced in the penultimate over, and he's fired it onto the stumps and has rattled the middle stump. This is brilliant stuff by Arkam Abbasi. Straight away coming in on the very first ball, getting rid of Shahan Akram. A very sorry departure for Shahan Akram, because a lot was dependent and expected from him tonight. He's played a lot of deliveries but couldn't really get going. It's 154 for 7. Well, I believe this is a perfect opportunity for Arkam Abbasi to grab a few wickets at this juncture of the game, because Saif Ali Ghori is not pretty much known for his batting skills. Well, that's where Arkam Abbasi just needs to keep things relatively simple by bowling onto the stumps and a little quicker. Yeah, wayward, missing his line, drifting onto the pads, and it's going to be a couple of extras added to the tally. Yeah, game is surely gone now. The one thing Karwan CC they need to ensure is don't lose this game by a big margin, because we've seen in the latter part of the tournament the net run rate plays a huge role in the tournament, up in the air, and just overrunning it onto the fielder will come back for a couple of runs.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's important that Karwan don't lose by a huge margin. That's the replay once again, trying to go for the big shot. Zaid Ali unable to connect. And they managed to pick up a couple more runs. And they need to get as close as possible to the target. Oh, gets it from the middle of the bat, and that might go all the way for a maximum. Much needed here. That's a good stroke from Zaid Ali down the ground for a maximum. Slightly fuller length delivery, and allowing Zaid Ali to just go through with that shot. 6 important runs. Tries to go once again, gets a good connection on that, and that's another maximum. Back-to-back hits from Zaid Ali. That's the kind of shots you need to play. You need to make sure that you get the timing right. That is exactly what Zaid Ali has done. It wasn't a bad delivery, but that was a super shot. Fetching it from outside off stump and getting decent connection. 170 on the board. 38 of 12. Couple more deliveries to go in this over. Through extra cover this time. Let's have to wait and see what the decision is, if that's gone all the way. Yeah, that's another maximum from Zahid Ali. He's playing a fabulous knock here, bringing that momentum back into the side. Back to back to back sixes here for him. One more delivery to go. 32 required of 7 deliveries. Can he get another maximum here? Oh, tries to go too hard at that one. Will only be a single. That'll be the end of the over. Good over this for Karwan. 177 for 7 after 19. One more over to go. 6 deliveries. 31 required. Right then, last 6 deliveries. It's going to be the captain, Wadan Sudhakar, to bowl. 31 runs required. First delivery, that's been played down the ground. And that's, what a phenomenal catch that is at long off. He had to cover a lot of ground and made sure that he kept his eyes on the ball. That is a magnificent catch. That sums up the day for ALTRAD CC. They've been in excellent touch. That is a super catch to get the wicket of Zahid Ali. Another one bites the dust here for Karwan. 177 runs on the board, 8 wickets down. Zahid Ali gone after scoring a good knock, fighting knock, 26 of 10 deliveries, 3 maximums in that. 8 wickets down, 5 more deliveries to go. Saeed Nazir, the new batter for Karwan, makes his way to the middle. 31 runs required. Some very good bowling coming in from ALTRAD CC. They've done really well, first with the bat in hand and now with the ball as well. The fielding has been superb. Very impressed with the kind of effort being put in by the Abu Dhabi side. Saeed Nazir, the new batter. That's gone miles up in the air. Who wants that? Captain settling underneath that and puts it down. Was a difficult take. Had to cover his a lot of ground and had to make sure that he keeps his eyes on the ball. Had to take it over his shoulder, but just going to hold on to that. Nonetheless, it's a single. Saif Ghori on strike. It's the outer half the bat. That'll run away for a boundary towards deep third. That's a lucky boundary for Saif Ghori. But Karwan will take that. They want to get as close as possible to the target. Run rate would be of a major impact in this tournament. Some good bowling from the captain. He's already picked up a wicket, given away just 30 runs in 3.3. Nicely bowled right in the block hole. Will be a run and will be a leg by though. All but over here for Karwan CC, falling short. A swing and a miss. That's a good delivery from Medun. So one more delivery to go in this innings. Karwan on 183 for 8. ALTRAD CC have done well. The fielding has been superb. They've bowled according to plans and they executed those plans really nicely. Last delivery of the innings then. In comes Sudhakar. It's played down the ground. That's a good connection. That'll go all the way for a maximum. 6 runs to end the over and the innings as well. But Caravan CC falls short by 19 runs and ALTRAD win this game by 18 runs. That's a good start for the tournament. That's the last delivery once again. Plays down the ground and getting maximum, but a bit too late there. ALTRAD CC winning the game by 18 runs. Karwan finishing on 189 for 8 in their 20 overs. Some very good bowling by ALTRAD CC, managing to restrict of mighty strong Karwan CC. That's the batting card. 59 of 26 for Hamidullah, 27 of 29 for Shaham Akram, Abdul Ghaffar 22 of 17 and 28 of 10, the major contributors. None of the other batters could really make much of an impact, and 16 extras, that's something that ALTRAD CC needs to work on. Otherwise I think they've done really well, and it's back to the drawing board for Karwan CC. They'll have to work on their mistakes and make sure that they come back stronger. It's early days in the tournament. The first game completed. 6 bowlers used by ALTRAD. Almost everybody picking up wickets. A wicket for Arkam, a couple of wickets for Rizwan Sabir, Yayin and Midun Sudhakar picking up a wicket apiece as well. But it was Surjit Manohar Das, the pick of the bowlers, picking up 3 wickets, giving away just 29 in his 4 overs. And I think this is where they did really well. That's the match summary then. Narayanan getting to 88 of 44, Yayin 52 of 25, and Manohar Das 38 of 27, the major contributors with the bat for ALTRAD CC, getting them to 207 in their 20 overs. Saif Ghori picking up 3 wickets, Zahid Ali and Saeed Nazir with a couple of wickets apiece. In response, Karwan CC could only manage 189 runs, 59 of 26 for Hamidullah, Shahan Akram with 27 of 29, and Zahid Ali with 26 of 10. Manohar Das picking up 3 wickets, Rizwan Sabir with a couple of wickets, and Yayin with a wicket as well. At the end, ALTRAD CC winning the game by 18 runs. Well, we'll dive into a short break, and when we come back, it's going to be the post-match presentation with Owais Ali. Till then, stay tuned.
Welcome to the post representation of Abu Dhabi T20 Bash 2025, where it was a cracker game where we saw ALTRAD CC. They won this game comprehensively by 17 runs. I would now like to invite our tournament director, Mr. Amit Pasala, to hand over the player of the match. Please come forward, Mr. Amit. Well, there was some notable performance, and we have seen great performances coming in tonight. But then again, there was one man, a stood-out performance. It was Anil Narayanan for his 88 runs in just 44 deliveries, and he was absolutely brilliant with his magnificent strokes, and he was literally unstoppable. A very, very talented, stylish batter. You played a very handy knock for his side. Well, Anil, you were absolutely brilliant tonight. 88 and 44 runs. Tell us more about the wicket.
Yeah, it's a easy wicket for batting. It's a batting track. We scored a big total.
And tell me more about your partner. You guys gave a great partnership. How much confidence you had when you played that knock today?
Yeah, first of all, actually, a big thank to ALTRAD for participating in this tournament. For my manager is Sakisa. I play. We got partnership with Mr. Yain. He's a good player. Actually, he play for UAE. I got a good experience with batting with him, and also a good opening partnership with Surji.
Well, Anil, you were absolutely brilliant, and keep up the good work. Best of luck for the future. Congratulations. Well, that's all from the post representation. We are done and dusted for the first game, but do join us tomorrow as we have two excited games lined up. Until then, goodbye and God bless.